What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Come on, man. I'm feeling extra good today, man. First off, it's super early in the morning. I'm never a fan of waking up early in the morning to do any type of recording, but it's a special day today.
You can block out your calendar.
It's a holiday today, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those days where, no matter what you think it might go wrong, you're like, ha, ha, ha. Today is the great equalizer, my friend. Today is the most happiest day of the year. This is like the Christmas for us, nature people, us researchers out here. So, I'm actually excited about today being a special day, being the 20th of April. You know what I'm saying, man? How you feeling, though, man? Are you enjoying the Christmas for the stoners out there, man? Huh?
I'm enjoying the day. I'm not partaking in any festivities right
now. Oh my God! What's going on with you? You fake? You a fake stoner? You not real? You not for the culture? What's going on here, man? It's 420. Everybody knows on 420, man. This is the day where it's socially acceptable. Before it was even medically allowed. 420 was the day.
Yeah.
It was like, oh no. You can do it on 420, not on 421, not on 419, but on 420, it's socially acceptable. And now we're at the phase where, recreational some places, it's medicinal in other places in terms of how it's allowed. And you mean to tell me while we are recording on 420, you're not going to have a little cushy.
I'm sober as a bird right now.
I just can't believe you, man. What is going on with you, man? You're such a fake stoner, you. Oh, my Lord.
That's funny you say that.
I just can't believe this.
Because I never smoked at all, ever, growing up. Like high school, college, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone thought I was always stoned out of my mind.
I've heard that from you. Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I guess I got this chill persona or whatever the hell it is. And nothing really gets to me. I'm just kind of go with the flow. At least I was way more like that back then. I mean, people that watch me play Madden, they're like, wait, you're supposed to be chill and stuff? Like, this is, or even golf. Like, I go crazy for those two things. But, yeah, so that's funny. I would consider myself that. Yeah, probably. I mean, even now, like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
I spoke here and there. I don't know. It's not like the biggest of deals for me. But, yeah.
Right. Well, see. Since the previous, how long was I playing football? 30 years? For my first 30 years of living, because it was super frowned upon along with being tested at various points of those 30 years of playing ball, I was anti. I could not partake in any of the festivities. And then I retired. And then I found out about this medical marijuana card. And I said, oh, you can help my body. You can help me with my anxiety as well. You can help me with all these things that I deal with internally. And it's all from God's green grass. Oh, Lord. So, man, yeah, now I do like to participate. I do like to do enough for both of us, and whoever else can't partake. I try to make sure I'm, doing it for everybody. And that's why it's always good for me, man, and fun for me, man. So I appreciate this day, man. This is my new holiday. I don't know if you realize that. This is my new favorite holiday. Okay?
How's your calendar blocked out today?
Absolutely,
what do you got scheduled?
What did I say right before we started, too? I was like, you know what? We should just cancel the show today.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, we just cancel the show. He was like, what you mean? He was like, it's 420, man. Like, I don't work on Christmas. I didn't work on Easter. I don't think I worked on New Year's. I'm just saying, it's 420, man. You're supposed to just be like, you know what? Nope, we're not doing anything today. Just gonna, snoop and whiz it up for the East Coast and the West Coast out there. But we are professionals.
Fake stoner. That's funny.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm downplaying myself a little bit, but like, yeah, I mean, I think you could throw me into that.
Hey, man, I don't know. I think you're more of a white clawer than a stoner. I feel like I've seen you way more times on White Claws than I've seen you, on the God's green grass.
You know what? How about this? This is a week in like 2 or 3 days sober for me.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Feel amazing.
Let's go.
Feel amazing.
Let's go, man.
Because I'm going to Chicago tomorrow for a bachelor party. So I just wanted to do like a week and a half of just being clean. It was tough this last weekend, though. It's just crazy. You don't realize how much you drink, man. I probably drink 4 or 5 days out of a week, but it's not anything, I think, that deep or serious because it's like have a drink on the Twitch stream or something. Someone tries to ice you, you chug a Smirnoff Ice. You go out with your buddies, have a
Yeah.
beer or two. You go over to someone's house, watch some NBA games. Hey, you want a beer? Yeah, have a beer.
Okay,
And then maybe
okay.
one of those days on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, you actually do go out to the bars and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I got banned. Sometimes I drink during that.
Well, I thought you said you got banned. I was like, yo, how'd you get banned from drinking?
No,
I was
no, no.
Lord,
Like
man.
band,
Okay, okay.
playing drums and stuff, and usually you drink during that. It feels good, dude. Well, I'm sober. I've been sober at least drinking wise. I'll put it to you that way. This last week and a half.
I like the emphasis on drinking wise.
Yeah.
I can respect
Maybe
that,
once
man.
or twice I dabbled in something
man.
else.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man. Now, are you trying to continue this sober living going forward? I'm just trying to figure out what energy I need to have for you. Do I want to still be like the guy pushing you towards it, or do I need to be pulling you away from it? I don't want to be an enabler, but I also don't want to be the reason why you jump off that wagon.
Nah, don't worry about it, because if I'm committed to it, if I want to live a more healthy lifestyle, I gotta be mentally tough and handle that myself. Like I can't be blaming others for I'm being enabled and say yes or no.
I'm just trying to be a part of your support group if that's the move you was going with.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that deep. No.
I respect it either way,
I
though,
like
man.
drinking, man. I like
respect it either
hanging
way.
out with people and drinking. So it's, I just feel good. It's just funny, man. I don't know why I don't stay like this.
This is the good contrast, though, because see, you like to drink more. I like to, use more of the God's green grass more. I don't know. Drinking is fun. I do like it a lot. I just feel like because that was all I had prior to, now I'm kind of like, yo, man, I'm good on that, man. I know what that's like. Let me keep indulging and evolving with this new avenue of life.
No, trust me. I'm with you. Yeah. Smoking.
Man.
Nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, I enjoy it too. I guess I'm just not as consistent as maybe some people would think with it.
Well, I think, to each their own.
Right.
But either way, I am glad to have you here on my new holiday, the 20th of April. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all the researchers out there, I know Mars is heavily populated. I've been looking at all y'all for a while, waiting on y'all to join us. Now y'all are here. We appreciate y'all being here as well. So with that being said, let us know where you are tuning in from, and we will give y'all that big boy shout out, baby, because we do got a lot to talk about today. And Deke, I forgot to tell you this before we started. This was what I forget. I was like, I had something else I was supposed to say, because I had it was a couple of announcements we had. It was like,
sure.
Obviously we've been talking about, the live event at Southern Tier Brewery, May 13th, Friday the 13th. It's going to be so dope at 6 p.m. We've been talking about that. But then it was also like, all right, look, we're working on this thing. We got that thing dropping off. All right. Say, okay, we got the new social media joint. Okay, so the new social media page is available, you know what I mean? At Moats World, keeping it consistent across the board on all platforms, where we will be having all the highlights from the different shows and everything, all the other content that we continue to create. But what I lastly forgot in the midst of me talking to you before this was that at 11:30, we got to roll.
Okay.
Because I forgot I got another show we got to do today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I just remembered that, and I forgot to tell you that beforehand. So with that being said, now we can roll into this thing. And wow, they just called you a casual LSD guy. Lord have mercy. I didn't think Deke was going that right. I want to say, Lord, boy, Deke, y'all chill on Deke, man. I know they used to throw the Xannies on you all the time. Who's this kid on Xans next to you, man? He's too chill. He's too laid back. I'm like, yo, you gotta relax, man. You gotta relax.
Nah, never dabbled that far.
Yeah,
don't plan on it.
Don't cross over there. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think
stay safe.
I think the limit for me is alcohol, marijuana. That's about it. I'm not trying to go any further.
You mess with the shrooms? You remember the homie? He always puts the shrooms up here.
They're natural, right?
Yeah, man. But that is from God's green grass, I guess. Haven't. Cool.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with those two things.
Yeah, it's a safe place to stay. Safe place to stay, definitely. All right, but here we go, man. Let's get these chats rolling in. So Steelers Girl 517 tuning in from the 517 Lansing, Michigan, as always, and we definitely appreciate you as well. Then we also have Ethan Bowl, the 605 South Dakota. Let's get it. Justin Henberry. Hey, shout out to you, Justin, man. Actually, we're going to be talking about you a little bit later today. Tuning in from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, because he did send in one of them mocks. We had a couple mocks we had to look at today, you know what I mean? And man, I like the confidence in one. Then the other, I was kind of like, I don't know. But we're going to see. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, the one I was digging.
I was definitely digging one of them. Definitely. All right. Derek Nelson tuning in from the 605, Mitchell, South Dakota. Shout out to Mitchell, South Dakota as well. And we got the homie Jacob Malacio tuning in from the 919 North Carolina in the house. As always, blazed out of my mind. Well, I love to hear that, my friend, on this beautiful, amazing holiday that today is. So, yes, indeed. And we got Money Bags. Says he's tuning in from South Carolina, home of Debo Samuel. I like that. Man, now we shouting out the home of Debo Samuel, baby. Let's go, man. Hopefully Debo get paid too, man. He deserve a check, man. All right.
I saw something that his brother was letting everyone know on Facebook that they're looking for a trade.
No way.
Yeah, I forget where I was.
Stop it, man.
I forget where I saw that at, but his brother on Facebook, probably really low key, just probably has low amount of. I can't say low amount of friends, but you get. I mean, he's not in the public profile,
he's not
right?
Debo.
I don't want to rip on him because he might have some friends. He might be a popular guy.
He might run up on you. You never know, man.
Might be a popular guy. I'm just saying the profile between his brother versus Debo Samuel.
It's a drop off. Yes,
there's definitely a drop off. So he's just probably commenting nonchalant, thinking no one's gonna see this.
My brother told me the other day he wanted to get traded. He can't stand San Fran. Like, hey, bro. You know these media people out here, they scouring everything. They looking for anything they could get.
You want me to rip off a couple of these?
Yeah. But before you do, I did have to get this final one real quick.
Go for it.
Felipe Brasi tuning in from James Madison College. Hope that's James Madison University. But
he messed that up.
He said college. I've never heard of James Madison College. But I'm hoping, cause they used to call it James Madison College. It was like the OG name.
Did they?
Because it used to be all women's school.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we're new to this,
Learn something new every day.
Stuff. Absolutely, man. But I'm hoping that's what he's referring to. But either way, had James Madison in it, so I was going to shout it out anyways. And if it's not that, go Dukes for anybody that might be out here listening to my JMU people.
Do you cringe a little bit when you hear it that way, though?
No, I just think it was like an old person. Because like they call it like Madison College. Because they're like, oh, yeah, man, you used to go to Madison College? Madison College? I'm like, oh, yeah, he was in the early 80s, huh? Yeah. When it was all girls school, huh? Okay.
It was just called Madison College.
Yeah.
I was just thinking back to Charlie Batch. Remember you introed him?
And
you messed
he was
up.
Like the only one. He was like,
you said university in front when it should have been
like, you got to say behind. I just want to clarify. I'm like, really? All right, cool.
Well, I'm not gonna lie though. Whenever you were saying,
you said about Pitt, right? Or
would you say
University of
Pittsburgh? No, you said like
Pittsburgh?
Pitt University.
Or
you said Pitt University, and I'm like, no,
yeah.
It does. I think for your own school, it feels a certain way. You get a little like, oh man, no, you can't say like that. I didn't know if the same thing was for James Madison College.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. We win so much, we done heard people call our names all type of ways, man. I feel like that's one of them, like, when we don't win a lot, y'all gotta, call us by our name. I'm like, bro, when you kicking butt, it don't matter what you call us. We win. That's what we do. So, yeah, I done heard as Madison College, JMU, Dukes, whatever y'all want to say, slanderous or not. As long as we winning, that's all I care about, you know. But I know at times it's been a little bit of a, work in progress for other universities, and I want to be respectful of that. So I do respect that. And I will continue to call Pitt, or University of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's the two things.
Yes.
209 Stockton, California. That's Jacob Soria.
Hey, shout out.
Brandon Clark, the 540, Roanoke, Virginia.
Let's get it.
Robert Bennett, your house, 757, the crib.
Happy
holidays.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Stoogie McLean, 710. He says it's his birthday today.
Shay, happy birthday, man. It's a great day to be born, too, man. It's a great day to be born. It's a great day, man. I know you happy as heck today, man. I'm going to celebrate for you as well, man. Just know, I got you.
Shoot the Rock says, what's good from Dubois, Iowa? The 563.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it.
Got any more?
I am not.
I'll do one more.
All right.
Mario Wade, 713, Houston, Texas. Happy 420.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Got the gas emoji going. Some flames.
Gotta have that, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that what you need? That's what they need. That's what the people want.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
Never nothing wrong with that, man. All righty. So, that being said, we are going to get these first wave of supers in. Hopefully, we get this knocked out. Man, let's just roll with it, man. We ain't gonna overthink this thing.
Official momentum.
Let's roll.
Just on a hot streak.
Bro, he is cooking. Let's get it.
How about the Miles Boykin signing?
Hey.
We're talking about that at some point.
Yeah, that's
right now,
the first time. As soon as we get through these supers, we are opening up with that, man. But yes, we are definitely gonna react to that because that's pretty significant, man. Definitely is, man.
Official
definitely
momentum
is.
Back again. Says rest in peace to George Floyd. #anniversary. #BLM.
No, absolutely, man. R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
Spins the block again.
Oh, let's get it. Cook up one time.
Can y'all outsmoke Wizard Snoop?
Oof. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I feel like, I'm getting my smoke wings, my smoke lungs. I'm getting them, but yeah. Those dudes have like decades of experience. I'm still very much in my adolescence phase. You know, this is only what, my third year? Is it 2, 3? Yeah. However long we've been doing
At
the
least,
it's like 3
2 or
years.
3.
Yeah, so I'm still new. I'm a new stoner, you know, but I'm getting there. Trust me. I be holding it down for the people.
I saw a video with Wiz. Like, he gets really pissed if you cough around him.
Interesting.
Like, he'll kick you out the room and say, like, get out of here.
Okay.
Which, yeah, I wouldn't last.
Same.
I probably would. I would do my best not to.
I'm not
if
gonna
I'm
lie,
around
though, bro.
Wiz hanging out, like, I'd try to play it cool.
I feel like I cough more, or I mainly cough if it's like
sneeze a little bit.
If it's like the bomb. If it's like just, you know, anything else, I'm typically all right. But with the bomb, God, save me. You know, so I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe we do a podcast with him in the near future.
Hey, man, I'm down. But I tell you what, though, man, I feel like anybody in this chat, I definitely give me. I'll whoop y'all. Anybody in there.
Oh.
That's how confident I feel about any regular person.
You definitely would.
I feel confident about regular people. It's just them. I know what that's like on that level. I'm not on that level. Because they run the clock. And I got stuff I do today where I'm not able to just come up here and just get out there. They be recording and doing it. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that's a gift. I'm not there yet.
Official momentum. Moats and Deke. Oh, this is 4 in a row. Happy 420. Crazy Bones' new album, Crazy Melodies Volume 1. Who is this? Featuring Ambition the Kid from Pretty Ricky drops this Friday. 422. Hashtag Copit.
Yo, my man has been pumping that volume and volume 1 and the kid from Pretty Ricky. Keep saying that. I like, man, official momentum. I like your energy, baby. If nobody listens to this album, man, y'all, I'm gonna listen to this day going album, all right? Because you keep promoting it. I want to tune into it, man. So you heard him right there, man. Let's get it.
Official momentum. I'm the weakest. This is 5 in a row. I'm the weakest link. I never drank, never did, never will.
Ooh, okay.
Good for you.
Yeah,
but I drink Welch's grape juice in a wine bottle and regular apple cider.
Hey, man, turn up then, man. I like that, baby. I like that. Hey, man, and that's the thing, right? That's the beauty of life. We all get to choose which path we want to go down, baby. Enjoy your grape juice. I ain't gonna lie. When I think of Welch's grape juice, it reminds me of communion. Growing up in the church, my parents being the pastors, man, it was always, it's communion time.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get this Welch's grape juice, and we're going to get these little wafers that, you might taste a little funny, bro. Yeah, I'll never forget, man.
Yep, same over here. Isaiah Aguilar. What up, boys? Happy holidays from the 602.
Stay up. Let's get it, man. The 602 in the building. Hey, and I see y'all in the other chat trying to say that y'all don't think I could get y'all. I'm telling you now, man. I'm telling you, all right? Because we can mix it and match it, baby, all right? Y'all be over here, I only smoke, I don't do the edibles, I only do the edibles, I don't do that. Nah, baby. We got to mix and match around here, okay? So I'm telling you now, I like me versus all of y'all's. All of y'all's.
Ramiro Rodriguez. Good morning, fellas. Thank y'all for blessing us with this early live stream. Oh, fire. Man. And Deke, you streaming that Madden today?
Oh, you streaming?
Yeah, I'll be on.
There it is.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Actually, yesterday, I should stop playing Madden.
He said I should stop.
But no, I think I'll be on because I'm leaving tomorrow. I gotta at least do some stuff. Yeah, tonight. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some stuff to get out there tonight as well.
I'll be gone
you meant
for
the
4
other
days.
way. Got you. My bad.
Yeah, just streaming. I just gotta get on Madden, do some MLB, even maybe. MLB is not a bad game. I'm getting better at that.
Okay.
Little Pirates theme team.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Honus Wagner did.
Okay.
He's pretty good.
Okay.
We got some good players.
Nah,
but Madden's just a garbage game. It's just a garbage game right now, dude.
I feel like you're really hot about it, dude.
Oh, I am. I don't know why I keep playing it. I'm already looking for the NCAA Dynasty probably next month. So, yeah, there's that. I just can't stand Madden. Yesterday was really...
It's one of them days.
Yeah, that might have been the nail in the coffin. I really think the joy is completely sucked out of that game right now.
Oh, man.
It's so bad. There's multiple factors. A huge part of it is just it being a god-awful game. And it's been that way the whole year, but now it's people really taking advantage of it, using these glitch players and shit. It's just...
My man said glitch players.
Oh,
what?
it's bad. It's bad.
That's the thing. Now they got glitch players. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wade Keith, checking in from planet Snoopitor.
Hey, let's get it.
Also, if Steelers players were dog breeds, what would they be? What? Okay, he says Debo is definitely the meanest pit bull. Is he talking about James Harrison, I'm assuming?
Assuming.
Would be the meanest pit bull.
Yeah.
They're dog breeds. What the hell?
Oof. Yeah. Would Debo be a pit bull or he'd be like a Rottweiler? Debo kind of, he'd be a Rottweiler. He's extra brolic.
Yeah.
What dog would you be? You're like a golden retriever, huh?
Yeah.
Big friendly dogs. He's like, hey man, what's up, man?
Yeah. That or we got a golden doodle at my place.
That's
he's
kind of
like
right?
that.
Yeah. You can
I
see
think
it's a golden doodle.
Those things are goofier than golden retrievers, I
Yeah.
think, because my good friend, they had a golden retriever growing up, and I always thought it was just a pretty normal dog. Like these golden, they're goofy. They're goofy dog. I would probably say I'm probably closer to that.
Okay. I don't know what I am, man. I'm like a nice dog. I'm like a
Chihuahua.
Yeah, cause I'm small.
I
talk
thought
a
you were
lot.
gonna say one of your dogs.
Well, I figured that'd be too like,
I don't know though. They say
to me, I relate
pet
to my
owners
Frenchies.
and the
I do.
pets, there's like a simile there.
Listen, I see Big Yum like, yo, you yoked up, but you kind of little, but you know what I'm saying? You the OG in the house and nobody mess with you. But if you get it poppy, you can get it poppy. You know what I mean? I think of that, but then I'm also like, they like little dogs, man. You know? Then I'm like, man, would I be like a rat? But I'm not a rat with the tail cut off. I'm a rat with the tail. It's like a little like.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, they got him out there, but it's like a little chiller. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's not as vicious, but you still respect him.
Right.
Yeah. One of them type of dogs.
Any current players?
Or maybe I'm Cujo. Maybe I'm like that crazy. You never know, man.
Is there a dog that flops around and stuff? We give that Claypool?
Oh, you are
rolls around.
Stop it, man.
Jumps and
Stop
doesn't
it,
land on his feet.
Stop it, bro.
There's got to be a dog like that, right?
You all foul, bro. Can we just...
Dog that drops the frisbee all the time?
You almost got it. Oh, is it 50-50? Yo, I don't like you. Stop this. We're not doing this, okay? We're not doing this.
I wasn't putting that on Claypool. I was putting that on another receiver.
Oh, Lord. Man, let's get back, though, all right?
I'm trying to think of other breeds.
The people are saying, though, they saying they can see me as a French bulldog. They can see me as a Frenchie.
Yeah.
I feel like a French is respectable. And it's not like one of them little you hold them either. You know what I mean? Because, like, you don't be holding me. Yeah, I'm a big dog.
No, you're right. You don't pick up your dogs or anything, right?
No. Like, every once in a while, like, wifey, she'll sit him on the chair, and I'll be like, hey, babe, can you get the dog off the, put him on the, we're on the floor, please. But, other than that, like, yeah, it's just small, but it's, it's kind of cut up. Yeah.
Richard Arbizo, Moats sounding like Deke with these Madden challenges, saying he can outsmoke anybody here.
Come on, man. Y'all know what time it is. I ain't never worried. I ain't never scared. Bring it.
Pull up the Southern tier. We'll have to see.
I'm about to say, man, pull up the Southern tier, man. We can get it popping wherever, however you want to play or player.
Official momentum. 6 for today. Says, did y'all check the Be Prepared BTS? That was some of that stuff he was talking about.
No,
with
he was
Lion
accurate.
King.
He was accurate on it. No,
you checked it out?
I did. I watched a little bit of it because, like I said, when I do, indulge in my research, I do like to just get on YouTube or just watch random videos. And I did actually watch it. It was pretty cool, man.
There you go.
Yep, absolutely.
Stella
man.
Fierce. Moats, you were mentioned on the Ramon Foster show in a positive way.
Oh, I was like, nah, it's my dog. I just talked to my dog about a month ago. I say, Mo, don't you make me pull up to Tennessee now, baby. I will bear hug you. Don't play with me. Bear hug the mess out you, dog. I'm a dog. Love Mo.
He gave an example of someone from a smaller school.
Okay.
And he also says, try gummies.
Oh, yeah, gummies always popping,
What's so funny?
Anytime I think of gummies and edibles, I just think of you, the golf course situation, man.
That was not a gummy. That was a pill.
Same concept, man. Same church, you know what I'm saying? When they say same church, different pew. So, it was in the edible family. It just wasn't in the tasty gummy. It was in a capsule form. But, Lord, the way yeah, man.
That's a good way to put it. I mean, you could go back to San Fran, too, I guess.
San Fran had you in the Matrix.
Yeah, that was...
in the Matrix.
Holy hell.
You were in the Matrix.
Good times.
Oh, man, I even think about L.A. to an extent, man. L.A. was a little...
Yeah. I think I was way more prepared.
Yes.
For LA.
Yeah. San Fran was like, you just get off the bus and it just bam, hit you with the bat. And I wasn't ready. And neither of us were ready. Yeah, that was an interesting time out there, man. Very interesting time.
Najee Loudpack. Moats, don't do that. You got to come to Miami this season. Don't talk big game like that, saying you can match anyone in the chat. I'll leave you on Venus and chill on Pluto. Oh, man.
Come on, man.
This might need to be like a TV show or something like that.
Listen, man. Fear no man but God, all right? Fear no man but God. I'm down for whatever, all right? Whatever, whenever, however, all right? Okay? That's all I'm saying, man. I took the same drive that I had in my professional playing career, and I put it into, filling these lungs with that good old, baby, all right? So I'm ready for whatever. I've been training for this moment. There's going to be a tournament one day. You got like March Madness.
That's what I said, do a TV show.
Yeah, you got March Madness. I want us to have like Smoke Madness, 420 Madness or whatever. I'm training for that day. And when it comes, just know I'm a 1 seed, okay? I'll be the 1 seed. Nah, I won't be a 1 seed. I'll be an underdog. Because they oh, man, most don't do it. He's new to this. It's like, nah, I ain't new to this, baby. I'm in this thing. Head first. Ready to roll. All right?
Carmichael, the sports guru. Deke is ducking me in Madden.
Ooh.
I hit him up on Twitter trying to see what console he has.
Oh, no.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to play me in Madden these days.
Why are you ducking the smoke, man?
I'm
What's
not
going
ducking
on, man?
anyone. It's just, here's the thing with playing people or trying to set up games and stuff.
Yeah.
I like playing specifically Ultimate Team.
Okay.
I don't want to really play regulars because the thing I like about Ultimate Team is you have Steelers from all different eras and stuff.
No,
It's
you
fun.
have Ben, and he's good.
I've been,
Yeah.
but I mean, they just dropped the Trubisky card too. It's not terrible. And
Who you
the
starting?
Vic card's not bad. I mean, Ben's my guy.
Right.
Obviously, I won the Super Bowl with him and
Right.
everything. But
I know you switched over to Vic, right?
Yeah, I
So you
did
was gonna
Vic
try to
for a
win
little
with
bit. I would say, actually, I am probably the best with Ben though.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I have not been playing good with Vic. So we brought Ben back recently.
Was that sabotage?
Went on a little bit sabotage with Vic.
You
No, I'm
put
trying
him
my
back
best.
Canada? You put him back Canada, bro? What's
I'm
going
trying
on,
my
man?
best. I think what I do though is I get scramble happy with Vic.
See, you sabotaging that man,
I get
bro.
scramble happy at times.
Why you want to sabotage that man?
But here's the problem right now, and this is why the game sucks. You got like dudes on the line that are literally like 97 plus speed. They can match Vic for speed,
What?
so it's not fun. And like if you have Vic,
yeah,
you're trying to scramble with him. And
Vic is supposed to be the speed cheat code, man.
so that's why Ben sometimes is better because there's a bunch of different reasons for it. There's like abilities you could put on him. Ben's abilities are a lot cheaper.
Got you.
Because of his certain archetype, and then you can put abilities on other players. So it sucks. I'm just telling you, the game sucks right now. But anyway, I like playing that game mode. And it's either the dudes that are offering to play, they probably just have God squads, which I don't care. It's whatever. It's just something I'm not looking forward to because I go up against God squads every time I play the damn game. Or we could go to regs and they screwed the Steelers on ratings, and I just don't even really care to play that. Gotcha. So that's the problem with like setting up matches. It's not something I'm like that gung-ho about.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Sounds kind of douchey.
He basically said get on his level. Y'all ain't on his level. Otherwise, he would kick y'all butt too while on the white claws. But I understand. So with that being said, man, we're going to get into this first topic today, which I am excited about. But once again, man, make sure I continue to say this. I'm going to say it a couple times throughout the day today. But the new social media channels are up where you will continue to get all the highlights from these shows and every other content that you see on the channel. Moats World. At Moats World, Twitter, IG, TikTok, Facebook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. You will still get more of this stuff. But with that being said, man, we had a signing.
Yeah.
Division opponent. We scooped him on up. A former teammate to a guy that we already have here. But ladies and gentlemen, the Steelers were awarded. I don't know if everybody saw the word on that. Were awarded Miles Boykin. Yesterday, I saw some people was like, yo, why do we get awarded Miles? What did he do? What did he do? It's the waiver system, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, he was released by the Baltimore Ravens. And the Steelers, man, they put a claim in for him and were able to acquire his services. Miles came out, I was the 2018 draft, if I remember correctly. The one with Diontae, if I have that right. Was that 2018 or was that 19?
I think he was 19.
19
20, 21.
Yeah, because he's had 3 years. So 19 then. So he was in the 2019 draft, obviously out of Notre Dame. I mean, big prospect, 6'4", blazing speed, 4'4", stuff like that. A mixed bag on Baltimore. I thought that, he had moments where he looked really good. I thought that he was good on some of the deep ball stuff, but we also know that their offense is a very different style of offense for the wide receiver position. So part of that, I do think, accounted for his lack in productivity. But from what I saw on tape, man, I thought as a whole, like, he definitely has some potential that I think we can tap into in a more conventional style offense than, what they were running in Baltimore with, that spread offense, zone read type situation for Lamar and things like that. But when you're talking about, low risk, high reward type situation, I think that this is the Miles Boykin signing in a nutshell. I think we're on the hook for like $2.4, $2.5 million for him, which still isn't crazy bad, especially if he can tap into that potential, if he can tap into, what was so excited about him coming out of Notre Dame and, obviously what he was doing a little bit earlier in Baltimore. But for me, my initial thoughts was I like the sign. I didn't love it because I do feel like some people loved it. I wasn't there with it, but I didn't like it. I was intrigued by it. What about you, man?
What's wrong with loving it, though?
Nothing. I don't love
it. Like you said, I think there's literally zero risk with
Mm-hmm.
this because his cap hit's pretty low right now, and if we end up cutting him, it's $214,000 dead cap. But I think what you're saying is you should probably just temper your expectations.
Yeah,
because loving it probably means like you think he's gonna go off for us.
And I think that he'll be good. I think that he could develop, but at the same time, I remember how we felt about Dante Moncrief when he came over, and Moncrief had a little bit more productivity under his belt than him at the time. And we were excited about Moncrief, even him coming off of the Colts season. We're like, yo, we got Moncrief. Like, this about to be
He's
straight.
supposed to be wide receiver too.
Absolutely. And we saw how that played out. And for me, I'm just kind of like, I don't, I like what I see, but I'm not loving it. Nope. Until I see the productivity actually start to happen. I don't love it just yet. I like the positivity with it though. And I like the upside a lot. But that was definitely like where I had that flashback of, dude, why have I felt this feeling before? And that was it. And I was like, yeah, I remember that feeling. I remember the Moncrief situation. I don't want to throw that negativity on him. But I was just like, man, it was a similar feeling in terms of just like that crazy excitement of, oh, this guy's going to answer everything that we need. He's going to answer this. He definitely gives us that. And that was just not how it worked out. And you just never know at times. That's my thing. Like, you just never know. So for me, man, like I said, I still like it a lot though, man. 6'4" is nothing that you play with, 4.4 speed. I mean, you think Claypool, like, and when you think about the intangibles, I want to say they pretty much identical, both 6'4", both 4.4
Apparently
speed.
He's a good blocker too.
Yeah. Special teams as well. So it's like with Miles, I mean, I definitely think that he's going to help us out. I just want it to happen. That's my thing. I want it to happen, but I don't want to like put all my heart in this thing and then I get that let down. I ain't gonna like that part too much. But I do think that, he's definitely gonna help us out though, man.
No, I think that's the good thing about this move with him now being on the roster, Anthony Miller as kind of our depth guys, Cody White's in the mix. I don't think that stops us from drafting a receiver.
No, yeah, I still think you take who you want, yeah.
Man, putting him into the competition, and I do think there is a reason we claim them off waivers. That's something absolutely. Like we don't do just all the time, like willy-nilly like that. We faced him multiple times throughout his career, and maybe Tomlin and Colbert like what they see. They think they can untap that potential here.
No, man, absolutely, dude, absolutely. And I'm trying to just lean on the side of him in a regular style offense where it's more timing based, where it's more specific in terms of what they're asking him to do. I'm hoping that that's going to open up so much more for him because it can be different playing with the Lamar. Even though he's electric, even though he extends plays, it's a different style of player to play with. No different. We talk about Kyler Murray. It's just a different style of player. It's not always coming out on time. So you might run a great route and be open, but it's like, hey, he's not seeing you here. You're going to have to keep doing this or that or that. And everybody adjusts differently to that. Whereas with Trubisky or even Mason, or if we draft or whoever we draft, whoever we roll out there and stuff like that, it is going to be more just structured to that offense, more structured to and timing with these plays and stuff like that. And I do think that's going to help him out a lot, man, because the talent is there. I mean, you cut the tape on, even when he's not getting passes thrown to him, you can still see him pulling away from guys. Even though it's weird, like he doesn't like he's running hard at all. When I watch him, I'm like, yo, he looks like he's just chilling, but I'm like, he's pulling away from everyone. So I do like that part, man. But we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. But like I said, I like it though. I definitely like it.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it at all. We got Claypool, buddy, though. In all seriousness, I think this is a good move from that aspect. Having Claypool and Diontae, two young receivers, but they're like kind of the elder statesmen at this point. Although Anthony Miller might be a little bit older, but they've been on the team longer.
Yeah.
To have those guys as the elder statesmen, to bring in the guy that was ahead of Claypool in college. I think he was a year older than Claypool.
Yeah, because he's 24, if I remember correctly.
I think that's only going to help. And you've heard nothing from this guy. I mean, you know how Marquise Brown tweeted out the stuff. Maybe there's a little bit of drama with not getting the ball. We haven't heard anything from Boykin at all. That's what some of these Ravens people I was looking up yesterday were saying about him. Like, man, you never heard a peep out of him. Just goes in and does his work. I think that's pretty good.
I guess my devil's advocate moment would be, could that also be why he got cut? Because he never complained about not getting targets. So when you look at his productivity as a whole, it's kind of like needier, like middle tier. Whereas if he would have been more vocal about, hey, man, I'm open. Throw me the ball more. I want to be a little bit more featured. Maybe he has a bigger role. Maybe he,
Well, I don't know what he
really
was saying
loves it.
behind
That's all I'm
closed
saying.
doors.
Yeah.
I just know he wasn't ruffling feathers.
Yeah.
You know how you could go through the media,
No, I'm
or
with you on
it's
that,
more or less outside noise. I don't know what he was saying.
Because I thought of it like the James Washington situation. It's like, yeah, James Washington was quiet. He did everything in terms of not rocking the boat. But it's like, what did that get him in Pittsburgh? Nothing, right? No extra productivity, no extra reps, no extra targets, and no money at the end of the day. And that's why I was kind of like, I mean, I see the positive at the same time. I could, like, why wouldn't you say something, man? Speak up for yourself. But to each his own. And that's why I was like, just playing devil's advocate in that situation right there.
I think he could be good for Claypool, though. Bring a familiar face around. Get him in the right headspace. You never know.
Well, absolutely. And, I mean, in all seriousness, too, man, when you talk about the headspace, we do know that Chase is still going to be grieving. I mean, he's going through a process right now that is not easy when you talk about losing somebody that, you were close with, that you were working out with, and to lose them tragically as well in terms of the passing of Dwayne Haskins. So I do think, in a sense, man, having a familiar face, somebody that you're comfortable with, somebody that you know, and maybe in some vein might even looked up to since he is older.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know what their relationship was like exactly, but I got to assume. But he was a good receiver, too, in his own right.
No,
at
absolutely,
Notre Dame.
man. Absolutely. He was still, what? It was third round?
Third round pick.
Yeah, third round pick. So it's like he still was a quality player and still went significantly. I mean, like, he still went in a higher round and stuff like that. So I do think, in a way, though, that will help with Chase during this period, because it's not going to be easy, man. When you're first showing up to that facility, especially right now, you're going to be seeing that locker. You're like, yo, I remember this is where he used to be. I remember when we used to sit here in the cafeteria in the training room. So it's like, man, just give him somebody else there that can just help him out through that phase, to comfort him in a sense. And I do think Miles will be able to bring that.
Yeah, not even that, but just as the season goes along, too. I mean, we saw some of the hiccups that Claypool had with, like, celebrating first downs and just situational football. I think Boykin can help him. Like, bro, we got to do it this way. We got to do it. It's just, I think bringing in a guy that Claypool, I don't know if Diontae is looking up to him or not, but at least Claypool, because we're waiting for Claypool.
Looking up nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Diontae said, I'm going to get a check. I don't care what y'all hollering about.
But, like, Claypool, I mean, we're still waiting for him to tap into his potential. And I think bringing in Boykin should only help with that, really. Yeah. Competition and a guy to just even be a veteran presence in there, be a friend, whatever it is.
Yep. And sometimes, man, a change of scenery. Change of scenery works. It
There's
helps.
a lot of Ravens people that are like,
it helps, man. Yeah.
We can't develop receivers. Just watch this guy be like Darren Waller whenever he went to the Raiders. Because if you think of it, over their history, they don't develop receivers that good. Like, Marquise Brown still hasn't hit his potential, but a lot of their good receivers are signed in free agents. Like Mike Wallace, Anquan Bolden, Steve Smith, Torrey Smith. They might have drafted Torrey Smith.
Was drafted, yeah.
I think they did. He might be the only guy in recent memory that they developed pretty good.
Yeah. Shout out to Torrey, too. I like Torrey, man.
No, good signing. I don't think anyone could complain about it or say anything negative about it, really.
I say I'm on board, man. I definitely think he's going to help us out, though, man. Like I said, I just hope this more conventional offense really taps to that potential, man. But we shall see, baby. We shall see. All right. Was there anything else we wanted to hit on with Miles?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I guess we should roll to the next topic.
Works for me.
Which is the, guy that had everybody in uproar, my man Deontay Johnson. First, it was the social media move. Then it was he did not show up to the voluntary workouts. How you feeling? What was your initial thoughts
serious
on it,
question.
man?
What was the social media move? Because
so on his IG, you look at it now, it's way less pictures up there, but it's nothing of him in like Steelers uniform. I think the only thing you see right now is he has like one picture of a Steelers like hoodie where he's working out, but no more of like his actual like game photos of him in the jersey playing in the games.
Okay, I thought he had more Steelers stuff up there. I didn't know if he took
Yeah, because I just looked at it
Steelers out
yesterday.
of the profile description. Okay.
Yeah, I looked at it yesterday, and it's definitely like it's probably like 15 pictures up there max.
Okay.
Yeah, but none of the stuff of him, like, you know, he has like when he's in the Pro Bowl, he has that picture up there of a football look, and then he has one where he has like a Steelers hoodie on while he's working out, but nothing else up there in terms of like Steelers pictures, him playing in the game and stuff like that.
Okay.
And
so
then
he had more before.
Yeah, and then the people I guess on Twitter were saying that he definitely the stuff from the bio that we talked about on the show, that was the other part.
He switched the bio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Because I wasn't exactly sure, because I still saw Steeler pictures on Twitter. I just didn't know what his profiles were beforehand. You know what I mean? It wasn't something I was.
Yes, I don't really know, bro. I don't know. I don't watch it like that either.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, all right, if that is the case, cool. If not, cool. But either way, it is what it is. As we talked about on Monday, it's like, bro, this generation, they do the social media stuff, but I don't follow it enough to know who the heck is. Hey, man, he took that out of his bio.
Unfollowed this team.
It's like, yo, how did y'all know that?
Started following
I know
this
who's
team.
following. I'm like, yo, how did y'all know that? Like, god dang, yo, y'all boys, man. I don't have that patience or that time like that, man. But I like it. I respect the hustle, though, man. I definitely do, man. But him not showing up to voluntary workouts. What was your thoughts on it, man?
I don't care. I don't think that has anything to do with the contract. I think they're just two separate things. He wants a contract. Maybe he's working out on his own. I don't think he's just sitting at home doing nothing, being like, oh, screw the Steelers, screw my teammates. Nah, he's probably doing his own thing. Still wants a contract, but is going about it in his own way. I don't think the voluntary workouts really have that much to do with it. Yeah. And they're voluntary, too. That's the other thing. They're literally voluntary workouts.
Yeah, man. For me, it's like, I'm not going to take that approach. I do think he's not there because of the contract.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why you don't show up to voluntary stuff. Like, so
it might have a little something. May have a little something to do with it.
Yeah, he showed up every other year, right? That's
Did
all
he?
I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah. So for me, that's how I look at it. It's like, yeah, I know why you're not showing up. It's not a negative, but you're not showing up because you want to get the contract. That makes sense. Like, I get that 100%. But in terms of, you know, the severity of not showing up to voluntary workouts, there's pros and cons to both of them. You know, when we talk about the pros, it's like, yeah, you get the camaraderie. You get to show the leadership because, you know, you're building with this new group of guys. You're going to get a chance to work out with the new acquisitions, your Miles Boykins, your Mitch Trubisky's, and whoever else we sign. So when you think of that part, you're like, well, hey, man, if Cam Hayward is showing up, if Miles Jack is here, if Chase Claypool is here, what makes you above those guys? TJ Watt shows up. It's like, man, so, you know, that's reigning defensive player of the year, best player at his position. He could show up. You don't. Like,
did TJ show up last year?
I don't remember. I know, but no,
he had the whole contract stuff.
Yeah,
too.
I just know how the training camp situation played out. I don't remember him specifically in OTAs, but it's like that's the other part where he's like, all right, well, if they could show up, why not you? Or you point to the guys like, oh, man, when AB was going through his contract situation, he showed up for OTAs. He showed up for the voluntary stuff as well. So it's like I see that part, but that's why I say I don't make a big fuss out of it either way. I just think that it can have a negative effect. But at the same time, for Diontae, this might also be, you know, just a better move for him. Number one, when you work out on your own versus the voluntary stuff, hey, man, let's be real. A lot of times I personally feel like you can get better work on your own than at these organized workouts, because these organized workouts are more so designed for and have somebody saying about the audio. You might want to bump us up a little bit as well, please.
Sure.
But with I'm about to say, please don't fall today, man. All right. But yeah, appreciate you. But with the whole Diontae thing in terms of, you know, him not showing up in the sense of like the voluntary workouts, you can get better work sometimes by yourself not being there. And that's one of the arguments that, you know, I remember having this conversation as well with the head strength coach at the time. We're in the sense of like, hey, man, why are these workouts a little bit more like dumbed down, kind of generic? And, you know, the thought process is because you're not doing this for one specific individual. You're having to do something or create multiple workouts for 90 guys or for your offseason roster. And not everybody's at the same strength level, conditioning level, and stuff like that. And it's more so geared to fine tune, but not to get you in shape, not to make you stronger. It's just to tape off or wherever you've already, you know, all the work you've already been doing prior to showing up. This is to maintain that until you're finished with OTAs, you can go back on your own and train. But it's more so the camaraderie. That's like the big focal point, because as we talked about, you play harder for people that you like. You play harder for people that you have a relationship with. And this is the time of year where you start to build those relationships. So it's like I said, man, I can see both sides in terms of why you would make a big fuss out of it, why you want to make a big fuss out of it. At the end of the day, it is voluntary, though. And that is the beauty of voluntary. You do not have to show up. I personally don't like the fact that we even take attendance or that they will even leak the attendance, because then it's kind of like, you put this pressure on people to pull up to a voluntary workout, where if it's voluntary, why should it matter if they're there or not? And I think that's just something that's a different argument, but that is something that I also feel like adds to this in terms of when we're talking about Deontay. It's like, because we're privy to this information, him not being there now we react to it,
Yeah, and we're talking about him in relation to a new contract. Like, there's probably 3 or 4 other guys, if they wanted to get that information out there that aren't there, that we could probably make up a story about too.
Yeah.
Like, is Mason there or not? Like, we could probably start talking about Mason. But did any information come out on him? You get what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So who knows? I mean, if is Mason there? Is this dude here? Is this dude here? And we could come up with X amount of reasons.
Some people don't want Mason to be there.
Who, the team? Or definitely fans.
Some people don't want Mason to show up.
But you're right. I think it just has to do with Diontae, his situation. Well, he says this too on his Twitter. He had 2 things. If they don't have a story, they're going to make one. Don't believe everything you see. LOL.
Those ones you read off the other day, right? From Monday?
What?
I said those are the ones from Monday, right? Did you read off?
I might have. I don't remember. Yeah, these are the last 2 things he said. But this is when all the speculation and stuff was coming out with Deontay. So I'm kind of with him on that. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? He says, don't believe everything you see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. But I just think in the sense of, what are we seeing? We're seeing the reports from your camp that you want X amount of dollars. We saw that. And we currently see that you're not there at workouts. I don't really think it's like don't believe what you see. Don't believe like, got one on you guys. Just like, that is the reality of it. I just don't think he wants to be talked about when he's doing these things. I think that's the difference to me.
But it's not like he's disgruntled or like his teammates hate him or he's like a locker room cancer. Like, that's where I think gets a little excessive, right?
Right. I do think he's disgruntled, but I don't think that has to do with his relationship in the locker room. Disgruntled with the contract situation, because obviously, like we said before, if you have the contract, you're not worried about any of this type of stuff. But when you don't have the contract, you will continue to do subtle things until you can get that contract. And it's just, at the same time, you try to do certain things or do it in a way where it doesn't villainize you, because we always say that, man, this is the only, business where people side with the management versus the players. And we've talked about that before, where it's like, oh, man, this guy wants how much money? Oh, heck no, man. No, you can't do that. And we're like, well, dude, what if you wanted that type of money? You felt you was worth that. Wouldn't you do something to get that? Whether it was holding out, whether it was applying for other places. But in this vein, it's different. So I do feel like for a young player like Deontay, he's towing that line of, how do I get that message there? But at the same time, not make me look like a bad guy. And, I mean, it's tough at times to toe that line, but I do think that he's doing it the best way that he can right now.
Yeah, because I was going to say, we haven't heard anything from him. Now, is there a reason for that? I don't know. We haven't heard anything from him. He hasn't missed anything mandatory either.
Correct.
There hasn't been, I guess, anything to show you that he's not going to play, he's not going to perform, or not going to do his best. Because it's in his best interest to do all that, even if he doesn't get a new contract.
I would
because
agree.
That'll help him next offseason then.
I would agree.
Whether it's us paying him, whether it's franchise tag, whether it's another team.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. But I guess we could still make a debate about that final thing that you said, though, in terms that he would do his best, which is go out there and play anyways. That's not always what's best, because if you go out there and you risk the injury in a contract year, that doesn't help you. And that's why we always hear these people say in the final year, like, hey, man, I ain't going out there without the new deal. Because it's like, yeah, you still want to go out there and ball. You get more money, but at the same time, you don't want to risk the injury.
I'm with you, but he's not like Le'Veon Bell, though.
Right.
Where you could probably afford to skip a whole year and everyone views you still as what you were, right?
We would hope not. But who knows how he thinks? Because
I just feel like the Steelers have the leverage, and we talked about that.
At least we feel like they do, but I'm not. We can't believe everything we see. We can't put that thought process on him. He might think of himself like that.
Good for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might. I don't know if he does or doesn't, but he could think how he wants to think,
Who's the last guy that's done? Is Bell literally the last guy that's done that? Literally
set out the whole season, yeah. Because most of the time, guys are set out right before the season. They get the deal done. We've seen, I think, the other guy, I thought it was Cam Chancellor. He set out like the first 1 or 2 regular season games for the Seahawks, and then they redid his deal. It was a couple of Seahawks dudes that did that, and I think was it Bennett or Averill? One of those dudes as well did something similar like that, where they set out a long portion of it, and then they finally got their check. Like either it was week 1 or going into, it was something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see him.
Yeah, it doesn't
that.
happen very often, but it does happen though.
Well, think of those 2 caliber players that we talked about, though.
I know, but all I'm saying is
Chancellor,
we don't
Le'Veon
know how
Bell.
Diontae looks at himself though, bro. If Diontae feels like he's up there with the Debo Samuels, with the DK Metcalfs, what makes him say no to that?
Well, the Steelers are just going to say, oh, wow, because, well, it'll be interesting to see how the draft plays out, because it'll suck if you don't draft the receiver and then things get a little hostile as training camp and the offseason goes on, because then you don't have the backup plan. Right. But if you draft the receiver, you brought in Boykin, you have Anthony Miller, maybe one of those 2 dudes could step up. You're like, I think we're good. We could figure this out.
Yeah.
And then maybe you could just trade them then, and then you could have the pick for next year. But you feel like you're all right at least with the receiving core that you have, if you're able to draft the guy. And there's still some free agents out there too.
I mean, yeah. I just don't want to get rid of him like that, though.
I don't either. But if things get hostile, I don't think they are.
I don't either,
because nothing up to this point points in that direction.
Yeah, I would
just
agree.
Wants a contract, and he hasn't said anything about I'm gonna skip. Or he's not in that group of receivers that came out. What was it? 3 or 4 receivers.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know if they publicly said they have agents that said it, right?
Terry McLaurin, and who was the other guy?
It might have been those
AJ Brown. He was the other guy. Yeah, he was the 4th one.
He hasn't been put in that company yet. I think we're just trying to connect the dots and saying, because he's not at voluntary workouts. He's just like those guys. He's not going to come into the season unless he has a contract.
But this is the first step to that. That's all.
Yeah, we'll see. It's something to monitor right now. Right. I think people are blowing some of this stuff out of proportion, though.
Yeah. I just think it would be different, like you said, if he was here. Then you're not even thinking about it in the least bit. You're just like, bro, he's there. Don't even put him in that category. But by him technically not showing up, it's like, all right, well, this is the first thing that, even though it was optional, still the first thing that you have decided to not show up to. That's all.
Well, he didn't show up to the stuff with Trubisky down in Florida,
but that's
right?
not team. That's not, that's
I know it's not.
Yeah, I'm talking like team stuff, bro. This is different.
Maybe he's just better, or at the stage in his career, or just like, I just want to work out by myself.
Hey,
that could be true too. It could be any of this stuff.
Yeah, it's not a negative, and that's why we say it could play both ways. I'm just saying that this is the first, because you were saying that he hasn't missed anything, and I was like, well, technically, this would be the first team-related activity that he is missing. Yeah, this is official. Not, hey, I'm new to the team. You want to come work out with me? Like, I just think that's different to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got next?
I got some supers. Yep.
All right.
Where did we leave off at? Was it Let's Go UW?
No, the one dude was talking about ducking him in Madden.
Yeah, so it'll be Let's Go UW is right under him, because that was Carmichael. Yeah.
Miles going to be better than Juju, or going to be a better Juju. # new Juju. I feel like they don't have the same games, but
yeah,
he's got some upside. I think he's got more upside than Juju.
Is he gonna be more productive than
That's
Juju?
The question.
That's tough. Juju,
right.
Juju. I mean, you look at Juju. I know we gotta account for the first couple of years, but Juju still got productivity, man.
Yeah, even when AP wasn't here,
I want to say Juju
90-something catches
man.
And almost 900 yards.
Yeah, I want to say y'all gotta chill on this Juju talk, man. Juju was still good. Like, it was just it shifted a little bit in terms of, the crazy productivity, and then it was like, oh yeah, he's off-field personality. Then it was like more off-field personality than the productivity, and now it kind of has us all looking at Juju a little different. But nah, man, Juju straight, man. Y'all got to chill on Juju.
We got more smoke here. Joey Gonzalez. Joints, bongs, edibles, blunts. It don't matter, Moats. My tolerance would leave you on the moon.
Man, you
while
sleep.
I take off to Snoopiter.
Man, you sleep.
You ain't got the lungs.
Man, you sleep.
Wow.
You sleep. And it's always funny to everybody. We talk, edibles. Be over here on a little 10-piece. Talk, well, I'll take edibles. Boy, get your weight up. That's all I'm saying, man. Man, it's all good, though. It's all good. One day you'll get the opportunity, hopefully. One day. I remember when me and Deke first met, man. Deke used to, you was the stoner. I can't even call you the real stoner back then, but you was the smoker and I wasn't. And now, my, the student has surpassed the teacher.
Russell Schwartz. The money from signing Boykin will be washed because it's the same amount from losing Haskins. Rest in peace. Wasn't really thinking about that.
I was not either. That you're trying to make me sad today, bro. What's going on here, man? But yeah, I mean, I think it's good either way, though.
I was gonna say maybe that is. I don't know. It's just something I wasn't really thinking of.
I wasn't either. Yeah. I'm just not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But at least it's not too much money either way. So it is cost friendly for the team.
Brandon Yelitz, your audio is super quiet today. Well, hopefully we fix that.
Well, yeah, that was when I saw earlier. Yeah.
Okay. Next we got. Let's go UW. Speaking of voluntary OTAs, has there been any to it news the closer we get to the draft? Without official news, the more concerned I get.
Don't believe everything you see.
I think it's the opposite, actually. The closer
Believe
we
what you
get.
see?
No, the closer we get without any hard news, it makes me think he's just coming back.
Why?
Because the Steelers, I feel like they would have addressed it way earlier.
Why?
Somehow, some way. Cutting him or trading him, whatever it is, so we could sign free agents. I think they're under the assumption, maybe they talked with him behind the scenes, that he's coming back.
Okay. Cool.
Are you getting more concerned?
Nah, I was trying to figure out where all the optimism was. That's all, man.
With Tua coming back?
Yeah. He was like, man, the less I hear, the more confident I am. I was like, oh, all right. I mean, everybody different. If that's how it works for you. I hear people say no news is good news. I'm a communication guy. I don't want to guess on either party. I like to, if there's any concern, let's pick up the phone. Let's talk about it. What's the answer? Yay or nay? Like, that's how I like to operate. That gives me a little bit more comfort when I don't hear and I don't, get that direct communication. Yeah, it's like, well, for the same people that say, well, why, does he have to say something? It's like, well, why doesn't he have to say something? Like, I want to know something if I'm the team.
Well, maybe that has taken place behind the scenes because does it really matter for the team to come out and say anything official? Because right now he is on the roster.
Yeah,
it's not like they have to say anything.
Yeah, I'm good either way, man. We'll see.
Because maybe there has been some stuff addressed. Because I think there were some tweets by some Pittsburgh reporters over the last month that saying all signs are pointing in the direction of Tua coming back. Right? There's been multiple reports.
That's a
it's just there's nothing
statement,
official
though.
yet.
Yeah, that's just I'm cool either way, man. We'll see how it plays out. But
I'm with you. I would like to hear some official news, but I just don't think it matters to the Steelers right now to drop that information. Like, what good is it? Why does it matter? Just to put people at ease. I mean, they're operating
they
in
their
their
fan base. But
that's true.
It's up to them, man.
But yeah, they're operating on their own way right now. I mean, we got the draft. We got certain free agents. Maybe they are trying to kind of conceal what they're doing behind the scenes. Yeah. So the rest of the NFL doesn't know what we're up to. Maybe that's what it is.
I guess for me, the only reason why I don't give them as much credit of, oh, yeah, man, they got this thing already figured out. They've already talked to him. They got this and that. The closer it gets, the better. Is because I think about how this played out last year with DeCastro, Steven Nelson, and Vince Williams. And we said, oh, yeah, man, we got them. They got a plan, cap space, all that other stuff. And we looked at those three players and how they handled that situation with all three of those guys. And we was like, man, if this was how it was going to end, y'all should have done this a month or 2 months prior to. That's all.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
But we definitely were saying the same thing. Like, oh, yeah, man, we trust them. Like, they got this. And when that happened, we're just like, so you still cut DeCastro at a point where the market
I think it was only really
dried
DeCastro, though, because Steven Nelson we got rid of pretty early. DeCastro, were we waiting for him, though, about the injury?
Vince, he was the other one.
What happened with that?
Remember, we cut him initially because we were bringing back Spillane. And then after that, they brought him back on like the vet minimum.
He
deal,
retired,
and he retired.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he retired.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a little different though too?
No, because they cut him first. They cut him to try to do the whole money thing, but by the time they did it, it was already later in the process, if I remember correctly.
But with him retiring, that's. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's on him then. Though. That's not.
No, but I'm thinking of when they first made. No, because he wasn't going to retire before they cut him.
Yeah,
they
I just
cut
don't
him because that changed all the
him.
money. Yeah,
I thought we cut him pretty early in the process.
I thought it was. I gotta remember.
I think DeCastro was the only one lingering around, from what I remember at least.
Yeah,
and I think that had to do with is he good? Because if he was healthy, we would have kept him, right?
I mean, I don't know. I ain't do that. I ain't even cut him, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, in the sense of why for me, I don't just lean on the side of, oh yeah, it's always gonna work out perfectly. They got this great plan, because it's like, well, it didn't happen like that last year. That's all.
Yeah, I don't blame people for being concerned or seeing this ambiguity is not a good thing.
And especially after all of last year, what did he do? With Tua.
Right.
And it was still the same what? No talking about it. Mum's the word. Hush, hush. And then it was, oh, yeah, man, it looked like he might be coming back. And then it was, nah, nothing. And so I do think that's another reason why, like, we hear about it even more, so it's even more heightened this go around, because it's like, well, dude, this is the same type of situation that was going on last year where it was really quiet. You never said anything about it. And 1 week turned into 2 weeks, turned into 6 weeks, turned into the whole season. And that's all.
Yeah.
No.
I guess I just think I'm less concerned.
Okay.
As time goes on. That's all. Just because I feel like they're planning on having him back. Now, what does Tuitt do? That's a whole nother story.
That is.
I think the Steelers are planning on having him back.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah.
That's kind of my point. Because if he wasn't, if they were like, all right, we just need to move on, that would have been addressed way earlier.
Yeah.
Now the official news, it's something we'd like to hear. I just don't think the Steelers need to do anything in that regard right now.
Now, how would you feel if it's Tuitt that they're waiting on, though, and Tuitt is the one just not giving them an answer?
Oh, yeah, if that's the case, oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's different then. I'm thinking they had that conversation, though.
We're going to find out when this draft happens. We're going to find out when this draft happens. We're going to see what the first round looking like. Ooh.
You think?
We might know something.
Even if we take Jordan Davis, though, I mean,
I think we
Tuitt still might be back.
No. We'll see. We'll see. It's interesting, though, man.
Official momentum. Moats, I had no idea you looked like Glenn from The Office, but you played the part well. Deke, look up Glenn from The Office. That looks like him.
All right, I'm not an Office dude, man, but check it out. Let's see what we looking like, man.
I watched The Office. I don't know all the dudes' names.
You don't know Glenn? Who's Glenn?
I have two guesses, but
I would type in Glenn Office. Is that me?
Wow,
that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Okay.
Warehouse worker. I didn't know if they were talking about Craig Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Craig Robinson or Stanley. Okay. I didn't think those were. I didn't think those were good, man. But this is. I think Glenn's pretty good.
Is there another face? I just see him like looking away. I can't barely. Yeah, man. Let me see something else. Same look.
Glasses. Hold on. He's not. I guess he's not a big contributor to the show.
Oh man, so I'm just some random
Craig
security
Robinson.
dude. Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's not him. Hold on. Yeah, I guess you would see more pictures if he was a big.
I would say, man, you can't be giving me no little like, he ain't got a speaking role. He got a speaking role on the show.
That's his headshot.
Y'all silly, man.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a big role. There's literally only 3 pictures of him in Google.
No.
It's not bad. It's not as good as the other ones.
I need a bigger role if you're going to say I look like somebody. I can't be looking like this dude's like I don't even know what it is. Is he a security guard in this thing?
Warehouse worker.
Okay, but I say, yeah, man, he got a speaking role. The same 3 pictures. Hey, man. But nah, I like it though, man. I like
the Magnum PI one and the stock photo on the bus
one.
stop were way
better. That's definitely
better.
the one, bro. Yeah.
This is 3 though.
That's good though. That's still quality. It's quality.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so that was official momentum, and he spins it again. Says, "Hey, I'll play for the Steelers for less money."
Maybe talking to Diontae or Tuitt. I don't know. You taking him up on his offer?
That's on the Steelers.
That's on the Steelers.
Young Papi Benito. It's so funny how fans make our former players or even players who want to get paid look like villains. Yep. Appreciate what they've done for us for real.
Mm-hmm. That it happens, man. It definitely happens a lot. And that's not just in Pittsburgh, man. That's league-wide, man. You'll see that anywhere. You hear the people say, honor the contract. But then when the organization cuts a player, it's like, oh, man, he wasn't living up to that contract. You got to get rid of him, But, yeah, it's just one of them things, man. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but it's life.
Brella 92. Do you think that us signing an assistant QB means that we are dead set on drafting a quarterback? Malik, first round.
The assistant QB coach that we brought in. Yeah, I actually haven't even looked into him all the way just yet. I was going to talk about him tomorrow. But I ain't going to lie. I mean, we went from not even having a quarterback's coach to getting a quarterback's coach. Now we got a quarterback coach and an assistant quarterback coach. I mean, I think that,
does he have any connections to these quarterbacks?
Malik, not that I haven't looked into him like that. Like I said, I was going to look into him tomorrow, man, when we talk about him. But just my initial thought was
William and Mary.
Oh, so it's got the
that's Tomlin.
Coach Tomlin connection. I don't know if he was there. Was he there when he was there? Or
no. But I'm sure Tomlin maybe went back to his alma mater, chopped it up with him at certain points.
Yeah, but for me, man, I just think that more so than anything, they know that they're gonna need to develop whoever's their quarterback, whether it's Mitch or Mason. But definitely, if we draft a guy, and I do feel like we're gonna have to take a quarterback at some point because we only have 2 on the roster. So you can never have enough coaches in there. I mean, obviously Mike Sullivan, he did a good job. Since he's been here as a quarterbacks coach. So we'll see, what the assistant can do in concert with Sully, and then from there, man, hopefully these quarterbacks can give us the 30 and 10s that Deke has been promising us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Young Poppy Benito. Will there be a show on draft day?
Oh, Deke. They just asked, will there be a show on draft day? Should we tell them?
Yeah.
All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a show on draft day. We will be having a live stream watch party like we did a year ago. We'll be starting at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right. It would start at 8, but I have an obligation prior to where I'll be doing something else for the first round. But then I'll be back. All right. So
should
9
be
o'clock.
Good timing for our pick.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Because I'm trying to think, man, if the draft started at 8, we know they gonna. You
Trade
think they get
up
out the top 10?
potential, too.
You think we get out the top 10 within that hour?
No, probably 6.
That's what I was thinking. 6 picks
6
max.
or 7.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we definitely gonna be all right. But yeah, man, we will be having a live stream, man. It'll be like I said, next Thursday night for the first round, starting at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, man. So yes, indeed. And no, the Brobarian, I do not want any chicken salad. No. You want any chicken salad, man?
No, hate salad.
Man, you get cut behind that, man. You better eat that chicken salad, bro. Stop tripping,
good.
man. Yeah.
All right, that's it on the
right.
Super Chats. All caught up.
I like it. All right, so the next part of our discussion today, man, I want to talk about, we've been breaking down the different position groups. We've been doing all the mock drafts and stuff like that. But we wanted to, now that it's getting close to the draft, make our top 5 cornerback wish list for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're going to go through and name a couple of positions. Today we'll do corners and receivers. Then tomorrow and so forth, we'll fill out the next couple of positions as well. In terms of just, like I said, our top 5 cornerback wish list through the draft for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. So with that being said, man, I'll let you start this thing off, man.
What are we doing? Corners?
Yes.
We're doing corners first?
Man, so what are we doing again?
All right.
How you feeling, man?
So this is for the Steelers?
Yes.
Scheme related?
Yeah.
Can you
Here we go.
give me a break? I was trying to look it up. We've been doing a lot of cover 1 recently, cover 3 type of stuff, especially with having Minka.
We like our Tampa 2.
What would be the percentage you'd put on zone versus man?
We're heavy man still.
Heavy man?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
heavy man still. Absolutely.
Okay.
And even like I told you, our zone coverages, we still match them. So, yeah. I mean, we're going to run our cover 3, but everything else, man, we matching up, and it's going to look like a lot of man-to-man.
Okay. 5-1?
Let's do it.
Number 5. I'm going with Andrew Booth Jr.
Ooh, okay. Little Andrew. Little Drewski.
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Kier Elam.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 3. Trent McDuffie out of Washington.
Okay.
Number 2. Derek Stingley. And number 1.
Okay.
Sauce Gardner.
Nah, I like that. See, I was nervous about putting Sauce on my list solely because I don't know how early he's going or not, man.
Oh.
That was my only reason. So, yes, I was like, yo, should I put Sauce up here or should I not put Sauce up here? I wasn't sure because I be seeing somewhere he's like, top 5, top 7. I'm like, God, I ain't touching that there. But if he's, 12, 15-ish, it's different. But that was one of the reasons why I was a little hesitant to put him up there. But since you included him, I'm going to include him on mine, too, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, just include him. I'll throw another name in there. I was thinking Roger McCreary from Auburn.
Yeah.
Here's a sleeper name I was thinking, though. Just for upside purposes.
Yeah.
He's definitely not a finished product. Converted receiver to cornerback, but the measurables are off the charts. Tested amazing at the combine. Had like 4.2. I think he ran the fastest time at the combine for the 40 at like 4.2 something.
Yeah.
Tariq Woolen. 6'4".
Okay.
He's got like 38-inch arms too. Might go 3rd or 4th round, something like that, but it could be a high upside play for us.
Okay. No, I definitely like that then, man. I definitely like that. Well, since I will be including Sauce on my list, yeah. For me, man, at number 5, I started with Kier Elam out of Florida. I like this dude, man. I think that he has really good ball skills, and he's super tough as well, man, when I watch him on tape. At number 4, I went Andrew Booth out of Clemson. Once again, man, fits that same mold. I feel like all these corners, too, man, the early guys, they are physical guys. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like I watched any of these dudes and was like, oh man, this dude's scared to hit, or this guy, you know, he's not showing up in the big moments. I thought that the top 5 guys, man, all pretty, you know, gifted physically, but also they play with the toughness or a little edge to them as well, man. So Andrew Booth was at 4 for me. Then at number 3, I went Trent McDuffie. Man, I like him a lot.
Do we have the same list?
Low key, I feel like it's.
We just swapped 4
I think
and
we
5.
swapped like 4. Yeah, I think that was it. But that was because I wasn't including Sauce at first. Then when you talking include him, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just bump this last guy off my list and then go ahead and put my man Sauce on the list. So that's what I went ahead and did. So Trent, like I said, is at 3. Then I have Derek Stingley at 2, solely because he sat out the year. And then after that at 1, I have Sauce Gardner, man, because I think like Sauce, to me, with him playing this past season, man, seeing the growth, seeing him in the college playoff stuff like that, man, he matched up with some top tier guys, and he was a strict man-to-man press coverage corner.
No touchdowns allowed.
Yeah,
There's
like,
some stat out
dude,
there about
that's extremely tough to do, especially when you're pressing as much as he did. He didn't play a lot of off, man. He was on, hand right here in your face.
Oh, it's funny whenever you watch his highlights
tough,
or you look
man.
at some of the tape on YouTube. He's literally standing an inch away from him.
Yes, it is nuts.
Just like
to see
standing
that,
there,
man.
like, "Hey, man, what you gonna do?"
Yeah, it is nuts
You
to
ain't
see
getting
that,
past
man.
me.
Nuts to see that. So for me, man, that's why I have him as my number 1 guy. I just think that across the board, man, like, he's just ready to go, dude. He is ready. Like, I think that he's probably the most out our range. I hope I'm wrong on him, but as a whole, I just think that he's gonna be that first guy off. With Stingley, man, I've seen him where Stingley's in that top 10, but then I've also seen him fall a little bit, just depending on, you know, how people view, you know, the.
People are still talking about his injury maybe lingering for him.
But he ran 4.3. Like at the pro day, he ran, it was like 4.32, 4.37. Now he had the Liz Frank injury. For those that don't know, that's the when you break the little bone in your foot and everything like that. So it is difficult, but when I'm seeing a dude run 4.3 after the Liz Frank, I'm like, the speed isn't an issue right now. So we got to see what else could potentially be hindering him. But I'm cool on it, man. I like him a lot. I know he didn't play as much though, and that's the other
injury
issue.
last year.
Yeah,
and everyone was saying 2020 down year for him too.
Well, in terms of like, he didn't have a ton of interceptions either, and it was like, I don't forget how many, because he's only played like, is it 10 games in 2 years? It was some like crazy stat where he hasn't really played a lot of football.
Yeah, he was a little banged up in 2020.
Yeah, he hasn't played a lot of football in the past 2 seasons, but he was so talented when he was out there. That's the other part. You know what I mean? So with him, it's like, it's just how you feel about it. Like, do you want to take that chance? I do think that he's super talented, and he makes, like, I think he's going to definitely make whatever team, if he's healthy, he makes whatever team he goes on to instantly better. But to take him over Sauce, I just can't do that right now, you know?
Yeah, everyone's pointing to his freshman year being one of the best cornerback seasons of all time. I mean, that was the time when LSU had Burrow. They won the national championship and stuff. But just think, freshman year, you're named like the best cornerback in college.
Yeah.
And to be a projected top 5, maybe even number 1 overall pick when you come out, and you still have 2 more years left in college.
Seriously, dude.
So it's like, bro,
tough,
I'm just
man.
trying not to get injured right now. Because it's not like one of those things with Jadeveon Clowney where he had like a flash play or two. Like he was the best cornerback that whole freshman season.
Yeah.
So it seems like everything I'm researching, he has the highest upside out of all these cornerbacks.
He definitely does, dude. Without a doubt, he does.
But you never know what his floor could be with injuries and just even how those last 2 years played out with LSU. Maybe some people view that as a red flag.
Now, how do you view it, though? With, like, what we were just talking about, you know? Him having the crazy elite first year, then kind of dwindling off, and then obviously, you know, the injury and stuff like that. That doesn't scare you off?
No, I don't care about that because all your boys left from freshman year. And you're
this
stuck
is true, man.
being like the best guy. It's like, and my team kind of sucks around me.
Yeah, then your coach leaves as well, man.
Yeah.
Or not leaves, but gets fired and everything.
You just leave room, I think, probably for yourself to wander and just maybe care a little bit less. This is not good stuff to say, but I think as humans, it's understandable.
Yeah.
And you're just looking for, man, I just don't want to get hurt. I'm sitting on a lottery ticket right now.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna be a top 5
You got to
pick.
wait 2 years to cash it.
Right.
Sucks,
so
man.
I don't really hold that much against him. I'm more concerned about just the injuries lingering. But if you don't care about that, if the team doctors for whatever team wants to draft him gives him the okay and says, no, this won't be a problem, then I think he's a great pick.
Yeah. No, that makes sense then, man. Like I said, I'm down for that, dude. I definitely am. I just like Sauce a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have Sauce at 1 because he's the safer pick, and I also think he's elite, too. I don't think his ceiling's, like, capped like that.
Yeah, I'm like, dude.
It's not
I
like
know
there's a
Sauce
huge
is like
drop
he's
off
still
in
like
the ceiling.
he's still. I know he's like a wiry guy, like he's a thinner corner and everything like that. But Sauce still is a physical dude. Sauce is not turning down any contact, and I just like that man-to-man element. And I like the fact that he's been doing it too. And it's not like you said with Stingley, where it was we started out hot and then it kind of like dwindled off for various reasons. With Sauce, it's been the other way. It's like, yo, this dude is getting better with time. And that's the thing where I'm just like, yo, I think that, you know, he got a chance, man.
Does your list change at all if it wasn't Steeler related?
I
think mine's pretty much the same. The only thing I switched was Booth and Elam. Booth, it looks like he's more of a zone guy.
Yeah.
Whereas Elam's more press or
man
coverage.
guy. Yeah.
More physical and
man. I say
man.
because I'm trying to think, who would I switch out if? Because I'm not putting Kobe Bryant in there. I'm not putting Flott. That's the other dude from LSU. I'm not putting him over those dudes.
Here's some of the other names: Kyler Gordon, Marcus Jones, Jalen Armour-Smith out of Alabama,
Yeah.
Martin Emerson. These are some of the guys that are, maybe in that 6 to 10 range.
What's the cat from it's the cat from Auburn too? I'm thinking about
Roger McCreary.
Yeah, he's the other one.
He was my honorable mention.
Yeah, I would have put him in there. Yeah.
Does it change at all with the
still
Steelers though?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I don't think.
Or
I'll
you think
bump
that's
him.
just more of your top 5 in general?
Yeah, because for me it would just be between him and Booth. Like, which one would I switch out?
McCreary's more of a slot.
Yeah,
that's what they're projecting him to be.
But I think that McCreary's still a good player though too. You know what I mean? I don't know, between them two, that'd be kind of how I would go back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of my list will stay pretty much as is.
How you feeling about Trent McDuffie?
I like him a lot.
Because the size isn't that amazing. I mean, he ran pretty good at the combine, but
I still like him a lot. He's fundamentally sound, dude.
I was gonna say that, fundamentally sound, and they moved him all over the field.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I like the fact too, man, that I feel like he's a dude that's smart, like plays with big vision. So it's like you'll see him read certain routes, and I do like that. And I like the fact that he's a ball dude. Like, I want a guy that goes and gets that rock, man. He creates the turnovers, whether it's through the interception or through forcing fumbles. Like, he does both aspects of that. So that's why for me, I'm like, I like him a lot. I just, in terms of why I have him behind Stingley and Sauce, I think that Stingley and Sauce are just, I think that both of those guys are just more athletic. I think they're just better players. Whereas with McDuffie, I think he's more versatile. And I think that he's still super good across the board. But I don't feel like he's a better press corner than either one of those guys. I don't think that he's a better, let him match the number one receiver. I don't think he's going to do it better than those two dudes, and that's why I have him as that third guy.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like he's still super complete, and the versatility shows. He could play inside, outside, like, absolutely, man.
There's one stat. I think he only has 6 missed tackles in his whole career.
Nah, like, he does
That's
his thing,
we could
man.
use.
He does his thing. And, I'm trying to think, who comes from that Washington tree? I know you have Buda Baker from out there. It was another dude.
Marcus Peters, right?
Yeah, I was about to say I'm forgetting. It was like I want to say it was 2 other corners that were from that same like Washington tree. So I'm kind of like, all right.
Well, there was a dude
like
last year. I forget what his
name.
name. There was like a slot corner safety that came out of there last year. I forget where he went or what his name was, but we were talking about him and kind of like the top 5 safety range. I think he went 2nd or 3rd round.
Yeah.
But with McDuffie, I wasn't as high on him initially. I was like, man, this dude's probably overrated.
Because he's on the West Coast. It was Murphy. That's who it was. Yeah. He went to Washington. I mean, went to Arizona.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
It's not the safety I'm talking about, but you're right about Murphy.
This is Byron Murphy, I think it's good. Because Shaquille just put Murphy in there. I was like, yep, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was a little overrated just because his size wasn't there. But as I did more research on him, like, you know what? Maybe size doesn't matter that much.
And that's your slogan. But for me, man, I ain't gonna lie, because it is West Coast. I don't watch a ton of like them during the regular season. I think that instantly makes me like think less of them until I go back and it's like, okay, now let me watch more of this. Let me watch a game. Let me see some of this, some of that. And then it's like, okay, well, I actually do like this guy better than this guy. I just liked him initially because I saw him every week, but that's just, the way East Coast, West Coast works and stuff like that. But nah, man, I think McDuffie's a good dude, man.
What do you think of the Elam to Peters comparisons?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I think it looks pretty good because he takes a lot of risks.
He does.
A lot of penalties.
Bruh. He's
but really talented.
He is an eyes in the backfield dude. Holy cow. But it works. That makes me so nervous at times. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. But that's the difference of players. Like, some people are more wired to be risk takers. Others are more wired to be like, hey, man, I'm more by the book and I'm going to sprinkle some risk. Marcus Peters is like, I'm going to risk take and sprinkle some by the book. I couldn't play like that. I don't have that type of confidence like that. Or not even that type of confidence. I'm too wired to follow the guideline than to just be hopping out and doing that type of stuff. But yeah, when I saw Elam, I was like, woo, dog, bro, that's risque. But I like it though. Because he's super productive. That's the other thing, man. Yeah. It's like, if you're going to be a risk taker, do it 100%, man. Be the guy that's making those plays. And you can't make those plays without taking those chances. Troy Polamalu, Hall of Famer. He did that as well. Now, granted, he was a lot more calculated because he was just super smart. But at the same time, it's like he still took risk. And, if you're a player that can do that, man, and you feel confident in doing it, and Elam definitely has been showing that, it's like, man, I'm all for it.
Held Devontae Smith in 2020, 3 receptions, 23 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty damn good.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to see him run it back, though. Devontae was a mug. Hey, Devontae a cold dude. I want to see him run that back,
Well, we do play the Eagles this year.
That's all I'm saying. Run it back. No, don't run it back.
I don't know how bad I want to take Elam in the first round, though.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I ain't say all that. Yeah.
Is that all we got for the corners?
I guess if any of these guys fall, or because most of these guys will be available to us, but more so Stingley and Sauce. If they're available at 20, which one are you going with?
Available at 20. Mm-hmm. Both of them.
Because I was granted, I don't feel like they're going to be available at 20.
We'd have to let's say they're available in the teens.
They're in the teens,
and we got to trade up.
Yeah, you either give up a lot more to go get Sauce, or you can give up a little bit to get Stingley. Which one would you rather do?
Oh, I'd rather give a little bit to get Stingley.
Okay.
But if it was the same pick, the same price, I'd go Gardner.
Fair. I share the same sentiment.
Because Stingley, man, there's no way Gardner drops past like 12.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see that happening,
even probably falling for him.
Yeah, I don't see that.
To be drafted outside of the top 10. But Stingley can maybe go 15, right?
Right.
Maybe he could fall. Some people might like McDuffie over Stingley, too.
I have seen some of that because, once again, some of the stuff we were just talking about in terms of the injury, in terms of the lack of, just ultimate game stuff like that. So
and maybe scheme. Maybe someone can view McDuffie better in their scheme.
Yeah.
I would go, as I mentioned, I would go Gardner over Stingley in a vacuum. But for the price, if it's cheaper for Stingley, I'd rather have him. I just don't really want to draft a corner in the first round, though, that bad.
Yeah. Well, because I think we're kind of set right now. Position. Yeah. I don't think we need to right now. I agree with you on that, man. All right. So, with that being said, man, let's get to the next position then, which is the wide receivers. Yes. How we feeling, man?
My list is elite.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Side note, you saying your list is elite instantly reminded me of these daggone emails that I keep opening up because when we talked about it,
I have the best top 5 receiver ranking.
It was a whole new, hey, yo, this is the best mock. This is the top tier mock. This is a god mock. I'm putting Kevin Colwood out of business mock. Like, it was all that going on right now, man. Yeah, so when you just said that, right, I was like, oh, Lord, here we go, Deke. Let's get it, man. Let me hear your wide receiver top 5 list for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
I think this is top 5, Steelers or not even. This is like my top 5.
Oh, okay.
Drake London at 5.
Okay.
Chris Olave at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Treylon Burks at 3.
Okay.
Garrett Wilson 2. Jameson Williams 1.
Hey, man, how we getting Garrett Wilson, man? I thought Garrett gonna be gone, man.
Huh?
Garrett gonna be gone.
Oh, do you not have?
I'm about to say, Lord. Say sheesh.
Do I have to take him out? Wow, who would I put it?
Because remember what I was saying when we talked about this, was it the top 5 like ideal or whoever we would say like our wish list? It was like, yo, it's gotta be in the framework. I'm gonna say Garrett. I'm like, bro, man, they talking about Garrett Wilson being gone player.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess I was thinking the receivers that would just fit our system.
Well, no,
if all were available.
Then, if all of them were available, absolutely, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you want me to take Wilson out?
I just
let me find a 6. I would put Dotson in there, but I think he's too much like Deontay Johnson, so I don't think we really need him. He looks exactly like Deontay out there.
I like it.
Do we want 2 Deontays?
Who do you think catches better?
Hey, I was watching a video.
You just go casually just walk around there.
No, I'm gonna address it. I was watching a video that was talking about Dotson yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his comp. And I mean, I could see it in the highlights. It was literally the first play. I'm like, wow, this dude has the wiggle like Deontay. But he brings up the comparison later in the video. I'd say he's like just like Deontay Johnson, but with hands. I was like, wow. It's not just Steeler fans that say it. It's not just Steeler fans.
That's what I was like, yeah. And I don't know. I think Dotson might be a little faster too, bro.
Yeah.
I think he's a little faster.
Oh, yeah. He ran a good 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he got him in his speed.
All right. Do your list. Let me see if I can add an extra person.
You good, though. You good,
It's not going to be Dotson. I mean, I probably have him as my 6th best receiver,
Okay.
but for the Steelers, I don't think he'd make sense.
No, I got you. And see, and this is the beauty of the list, right? Because you went with Drake London. So for me, man, I started out with this. At number 5, I was like, man, John Mechie. I thought for me, man, speed, right? Not big speed, but he could fly. We know that. And like I said, watching him at Alabama, man, he was a productive player coming off of injury as well, though. But as a whole, I thought that he could still fit what we're trying to accomplish. At number 4, I had Sky Moore, another guy that, you could still pick up 2nd round, but route runner, tough as nails, can catch that rock, could fit in the slot right away, but also has the potential to be outside and play the wide receiver 1 position. Then from there at 3, I went with Jahan Dotson, man, because I think that, like you said, he does look like Diontae, but he is a consistent catcher. And
You're saying trade Diontae if we draft him?
I ain't saying nothing like that, man. Chill out, man. Remember, you can't believe everything you see.
No, you know what?
Deontay's not upset. Deontay is happy. He just didn't want to show up. It's okay. But I like Jahan Dotson. I think that number 1, he can catch. I like his run after the catch ability, and I like his speed. When you watch him, man, those are some of the things that stand out the most to me. Is once he gets that ball, the wiggle. But he has a gear where it's like I said, I like Deontay's game a lot, but at times Deontay doesn't have that, like,
we haven't seen him house anything.
Right, just and not a deep ball. I'm talking like you take something like a slant and flip that ground, get north and south. I think Dotson is definitely more capable of doing that. So that's why I have him as my 3rd guy for the Steelers. At number 2, I went with Jamison Williams. You already know I love Jamison, man. I think that, if barring the injury, he would have been the first receiver off the board. He would have been like your Garrett Wilsons, like your Drake Londons, in terms of just what I view as out our range. But that's why I have him at number 2. And then for me at number 1 was Chris Olave, just because he's been, the next wave of receivers, right? Not your Garrett Wilsons, not your Drake London. It's like, he's that next guy where I'm like, I like this dude a lot. I think that he's ready to roll. And the reason I went with all of those guys and I didn't include Treylon Burks is because I want the speed part. I feel like I have a big body receiver. I'm hoping that he can continue to develop in terms of Chase Claypool. But you also just brought in Miles Boykin, who's another bigger body, but he's also a faster guy as well. I just want, like that said, the true, like, blazers. That's kind of like why I thought the way that I did with my list right here, man.
I'm going to include Dotson then. If I have to take Garrett Wilson off, I'll put Dotson at 5 just because even though he is similar to Diontae Johnson, I just looked at the other names and gave myself a refresher, and I think he's a tier above everyone else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like, he belongs in the 1st round with the rest of these dudes. So I will include him at 5, take Garrett Wilson off. So I bump... So do I have to take Drake London off then?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I think he's overrated anyway.
Fair
but he's
enough.
At 5.
But think about where they talk about him going at, bro.
Yeah, like top 15. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, he could be in that range.
Okay, if you think he'll be in 15, that's fine. I just thought he was going. I thought he was more so 10, like 10 and in. But if you think he'll be in that 15 range, that's cool.
I think he'll be in the 15 range, but I don't really want him anyway because I think he's basically Claypool with better body control and better route running.
Better 50-50 ball?
Yeah, and better 50-50 ball. Okay. I mean, that all counts. Like, he's a good receiver. It's just that
absolutely.
I don't think the Steelers really need that because we already got it in Claypool. We just need Claypool to improve a little bit.
Correct.
We need a burner. We need some speed.
You see my list, man. I'm looking for who's fat. I'm trying to build a Steelers 4x1 team. Okay, I want all my fast guys in the front of the line, please. Yeah.
I will say this though about Treylon Burks. I know you don't have him on the list, but I really like him. Comped to Deebo Samuel. Physical, and I think he has really good in-game speed. And if we're talking about Canada's system, could we use someone like Deebo Samuels?
All I know is I feel like Dotson get me more than that. Dotson gets you a little wildcat, throw the ball too, man. if I'm going that route, give me the more athletic guy.
Dude, Burks though, he's got that AB type of stuff when the ball's thrown down the field, and you're just like, how is this dude? Well, he's 6'2", but he looks way smaller on the field. He's coming down with these balls against these squad. Like some of these are shitty throws by the Arkansas quarterback, and these comeback catches are unreal. So I really like Burks' game.
What about the boy from Georgia, Pickens? How you feel about him?
I like him. I mean, he could be a good 2nd round pick for us.
You know who else I was I had forgot about, but one of these mocks has popped up in my mind. Justin Ross, the cat from Clemson. It was so weird, right? Watching him last year, down year, you see a lot of 5-yard passes, and he's trying to make guys miss. Didn't look the same.
Well, their quarterback was terrible.
Right, but then you look at him the year prior with Trevor Lawrence, and he looks night and day. I'm looking at him with Trevor Lawrence like, yo, he would be, one of the top 3-4 receivers off the board if he was coming out a year ago. Yeah. Whereas you put him with DJ, and it was just night and day of how they used him, the routes and everything. And I'm just like, here's another guy low key that, granted, I didn't put him on my top 5 list, but I'm like, I think that he could tap into something potentially, man, if you get him in the right system, right quarterback.
No, you're 100% right, and that's actually a good thing if we're looking to get a receiver later because that's where the value is. That's where people don't really use their brains and be like, oh, man, he played with a shitty quarterback last year. Maybe we should just throw this tape out.
Because you watch, and it's night and day. I'm talking, you watch from last year, you're like, yo, he looked average as heck. You watch him that year before, I'm like, dude, this dude is nasty. Jump balls, deep routes, opening up in the middle of the field, just taking off on people, like everything that you would want.
Yeah, him and T. Higgins is an awesome combo.
Absolutely, man.
Anything else with these receivers?
I was kind of good on mine.
Yeah.
I felt pretty confident.
Like I said, London overrated, though, for sure.
I like you said that London overrated. You had him at like 2 on your list, right?
I got him 5. He's just overrated. I mean, people have him as like the number 1 or number 2 guy. Yeah. I just think he's overrated.
Where did the boy from North Dakota State fall on your list? Christian.
I didn't even give him an honorable mention, but yeah, he'd be in that 6 to 10 range.
Yeah.
Probably around 8 or 9, I'd say. Maybe even 7.
With him playing at North Dakota State, are you a type of guy that will grade him and slight him because of that?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, how many? Not even just quarterbacks. We could talk about small school quarterbacks or dudes that have flown under the radar in college, like actually be really good NFL players.
Yeah.
I think that's just across the board, though.
Okay.
With small school, the one that comes to mind right now is Brandon Marshall at UCF.
Yeah. Is
really
UCF a small school?
Yeah, I guess it's different. it's different levels. I guess I could give you that.
He was a UCF. What I like Pitt. Come on, it was national champion. Chill out, man.
But you get my point. Yeah, I mean, because that would have been a knock on Brandon Marshall coming out, right?
Okay.
No, I wouldn't knock him too much. He looks like a good player.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, he even performed in the Senior Bowl, and like the Senior Bowl, I can't remember what he did in the actual game, but I remember him doing really good in the drills.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man.
I remember that. So that was the one thing everyone was waiting on for Christian Watson too. They were like, "Oh man,
against everybody else,
we got this potential. He could be 3rd round," but everyone started bumping him up in the 2nd round after they saw what he did in the Senior Bowl that whole week.
Yeah. Yep.
I wouldn't knock him too much. What about you?
Nah, I mean, I hate on him just because he went to North Dakota State. That's it.
Yeah.
But, now that we're above that little peasant of a level, us big-time Sunbelt guys over here, some part of college, what I'm saying? Us Sunbelt guys. I'm just above all that, So I guess we give him a little opportunity.
Hey, this goes back to the Diontae conversation. James Conner, former Pittsburgh player, he's talking about Kyler Murray not showing up.
Hey.
James Conner says, not a big deal. We know he's working. That's my tune with Deontay. Deontay's working. Not a big deal.
It is all good. It is all good.
Is that all we got for our top 5 list?
Yes. That was it for us for that part of it.
In a vacuum.
Yeah.
Top 5. Where would you have Drake London?
Is with everybody on the board?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, Burks, Olave, London, Dotson, like that mix. Where would you have him?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm probably gonna have him. Is he 5? It's
That's where I got
5 to 7 for me.
Wow, you even dump on him worse than me.
No, it's not dumping. I prefer speed.
Yeah, he doesn't have that.
There's something for me, man.
He can
I'm
get
a
the
speed
separation.
guy.
He's a nice route runner.
Yeah, I'm just a speed guy, man. That's it. Yeah, so for me, I always err on the side of, okay, if I think these guys are equal, give me the Blazer. If I think it's close, give me the faster guy. Like, that's just how I operate. So for me, when I look at Burks, I'm like, I think Burks is really good. I think he's in that same conversation with all these guys. But the difference is these other guys is 4.4s and 4.3s, whereas we know what Burks ran. 104.4, 104.3,
He did torch Bama, though.
I mean
he's running right past him and stuff.
That's cool.
I think the in-game speed counts, maybe.
Yeah, it helps. It definitely does.
But
I just know at the next level, a lot of dudes got in-game speed, and it's like, all right, make sure your speed is there every week, all right? Because I need to see that. Like Juju's, for example. I mean, Juju's a guy that plays fast and he tested.
what was his 40? 4.7?
I would say it wasn't fast, but he took things 99,
What's your guess?
90. Juju, I'd say he's 4.6. Let's see what it says.
Juju 40. Did he even run?
Yeah, maybe check Combine and Pro Day.
4.5. 4.54.
Is that Combine or where's that at?
All values. I guess it would have included both, but it just
probably-
says all values from NFL Combine / Pro Day. So he probably only ran in one of them.
Yeah, so probably Pro Day then. Yeah.
That's probably good for him. That's why he stopped.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I would not have guessed 4.54. I would have guessed 4.6 plus.
But no, that's why I said this.
No, you're right though. I mean, he is taking slants to the
Yeah.
house for 99 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Was he beating cornerbacks though? Who was chasing him?
I ain't look at all that.
I didn't either.
That's like he went to the crib. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like that's a hand time. That doesn't feel like a lazy time for my man Juju. Juju, my dude, love Juju, but that ain't Juju ain't no 4.5-0 laser, man. Stop it.
Super chats?
I believe so. And then after that, we'll get to this final. Yeah, because it's 11:06, so we're right on schedule.
Where we
I
at?
think we only got one that just popped up, so we should be
So
good.
let's go, UW.
Yes.
Kalen Barnes from Baylor.
Oh, that's the fast dude, right?
No.
No,
Tyquan
no.
Thornton.
No. Kaylin ran fast too. I think. Yeah, he ran 4.23. Absolutely.
Wait, what?
Yes, dude. He's a corner. Absolutely.
Oh.
I was say I knew his name. I'm like, yes, dude. He's fast. Like Baylor had like it was another dude that ran crazy fast there too. They had a couple guys. Yeah.
Hey, why not as a flyer?
I mean, yeah. I'm never gonna turn down speed. That's just how I look at it. Like you got speed, it's like I'm always interested in it, man. Always interested in it.
I'll read this one real quick. Chupa
Okay.
Thingy 6173. Shout out from the 910.
What they do?
Sorry I'm late if you covered this, but did you see Warren Sapp's tweet about an anonymous GM saying they could see the Steelers mortgaging the house to move up to top 5 for quarterback?
Whew. I did not see that. Shout out to the anonymous GM. I hope the Steelers do not do that though. Personally, man. I mean, you know how I've been talking about this for a while with these quarterbacks. I think they're all good. I just don't think that any of them are worth that type of draft capital right out of going into this season, this next season coming up. I don't think they're force multipliers in that extent. I think they're going to take time to, well, number one, the best one in terms of the highest ceiling. Malik Willis is going to take more time to develop. You don't want to put that guy out there right away. But yeah, as a whole, I don't want us trading up into the top 5 for any of these quarterbacks. I'm cool on that. I would much rather wait and get one of these guys in the second round if need be. But yeah, I don't want to go into that top 5 range to get any of these dudes, man. But what say you, dude?
Warren Sapp has 1 million followers. I'm shocked.
Serious?
Yeah.
Warren Sapp's that dude. He would have had more. He just kept getting in trouble. That's one problem.
I can't find this tweet.
Yeah, Warren be getting in trouble.
Maybe it was
man.
on a TV station or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they pumped it out there because I don't see Warren Sapp saying anything.
Yeah.
How do I feel about trading up to the top 5 for a quarterback, though? No.
Can't do it.
No, we're good. It's different
I ain't
if
feeling it this year, man.
we're talking the teens. Malik Willis falls to 13, 14. All right, whatever. Give
I
up a couple
still
picks.
can't believe we're saying if Malik falls to 13 and 14. I was like, we remember the time where we were like, do you even take him at 20? This is nuts to me, man.
Right. That's true. I mean,
How did we get here?
it was
Time?
always either us taking him. This is a couple months ago whenever
Mhm.
you looked at mock drafts. Either us taking him at 20
Yeah.
or him falling out of the first round or him getting picked like last by the Lions.
Right.
That was really it.
And now we're like, oh, yeah, he's a top 5, maybe 2 overall. I'm just like,
It was that throw.
All right, man.
It was that pro day throw.
Did he win the pro day this year? Who won the pro day this year, by the way? I didn't hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely him.
It was him? He won it? Okay.
Yeah, I think his stock went up highest because of it.
See, because I thought Kenny had one because he grew a little bit. He was like 1/8 of an inch longer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, he won it.
You
Just not from a draft stock standpoint.
Okay.
He won it because his hand is growing.
Okay.
He's using handstands. Anytime you use handstands,
There it is.
you're a winner.
There it is. He's a grower, not a shower. Excuse me. It's that simple, man. I like it. I can respect it, man. I can definitely respect it. All righty. But with that being said, man, let's get to these this mock draft situation, and after that, we roll up out of here, man. All right. Oh, wrong button. Anywho, first mock is from my man Justin Henneberry, tuning in from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Which
Canada.
one is it?
This is Justin. Yep, Justin.
Jordan Davis is
yes,
first. Okay.
yes. So for those that are audio only right now, I will read off what my man Justin's mock draft looks like. At number 20th overall, he went with Jordan Davis out of Georgia. For the second round, to start it out, he traded the 52nd overall pick along with a third-round draft pick in the 2023 draft and the sixth-round draft pick from the 2024 draft to acquire the Seahawks' 40th overall selection in the second round and a 7th round pick as well. So he moved up 12 spots in the second round. And with that, in the second round at 40th overall, he went with Matt Corral, quarterback out of Ole Miss. Then from there, in the third round, he went with Khalil Shakir, the receiver from Boise State. In the fourth round, I like this dude right here, Alontae Taylor, cornerback out of Tennessee. Then in the sixth round, he went with Ty Chandler, the running back out of UNC. Let's go Chapel Hill. And then in the first of his seventh round selections, because he has 3 of them now, he went with Ryan Van Denmark, right tackle from UConn. If I remember correctly, right tackle was the left tackle? No. Is he the right one? No, he's the left tackle. Yeah, he's number 74. He was the left tackle at UConn. And then we doubled up on our Steelers bloodlines, baby. First of the final 2 7th-round picks at 229 went with Connor Hayward, the younger brother of Cam Hayward, tight end, H-back. And then the final pick of our 7th round, 241 overall, he went with Quentin Lake, safety out of UCLA, which is the son of Cornell Lake, former Pittsburgh Steelers. So I definitely was liking that a lot as well, if I remember correctly. So, what's your thoughts, man, on this situation here? Yeah, no?
I actually don't mind this. I really don't. I mean, Jordan Davis, that's a great pick in my opinion. Mm-hmm. If we're going to take quarterback, I kind of like the upside of Matt Corral. I'm telling you, I told you, he intrigues me a little bit.
Okay.
He definitely does. Now, I don't know if I have to apologize or I don't know if I just have to address this.
Uh-oh. What you got?
One of the homies here did a mock draft for us, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago maybe, or a couple weeks ago. I can't remember. But he had, I think it was Malachi.
Yeah.
He had Desmond Ridder in the second round.
Yes.
So he came on the Twitch stream yesterday and had a bone to pick with me. He's like, bro, can I resubmit my mock draft now after I picked Desmond Ridder in the second round? Because just in yesterday's podcast, you guys were kind of complimentary of Desmond Ridder in that NFL.com article. So I was like, were we that complimentary?
No, but
and why do I feel better about this one than the Desmond Ridder one? Maybe it's just because I think Matt Corral is going to be better than him.
No, not just that. Timing wise, 3 weeks ago, who do we also have on the roster as our quarterback? We also had Dwayne Haskins. So when we were talking about some of these guys and how early we wanted to take them, we didn't feel it was necessarily, we didn't feel as much of a need to do that because we said we have 3 guys already on the roster, 2 which were first-round draft picks. The other guy had the first-round grade. It was kind of like, do you feel like we need to take a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, or would you rather wait till the end? And that was the mindset with it, whereas now we only have 2 quarterbacks because, God bless the dead, Dwayne Haskins is no longer with us. So that's the biggest reason why I know for me, my tone has changed in terms of why we, are more open to taking these quarterbacks, especially in the second round. Right. Still not in the first, but more so in the second round, because it's like we only got 2 quarterbacks and we still aren't even 100% confident that we have our answer is this guy or is it that guy? Like, we just don't even know right now. So that's why for me, that's kind of like why I felt, we're a lot more open to these quarterbacks now versus back then.
Right. It feels much more a given that we're going to take a quarterback
absolutely. Because we only have 2 guys on the roster right now.
And the NFL.com article, I mean, they had Ridder in the first round. We both agreed we don't want Ridder in the first, but if it is second, it's a little bit more understandable. Okay, so that makes sense. That's a pretty good point as to why I guess my sentiments change whenever I
Yeah.
see a second-round quarterback. It's like, I just think it's going to happen. You're right. We only have 2
Yeah,
quarterbacks
we
on
only
the
got
roster.
2, and we're gonna have to bring in some form of quality. We can't wait. Hey man, we only got 2 guys. We're gonna draft a guy in the 7th round. I was like, nah, I don't think it could work like that, man.
I do like Matt Corral over Desmond Ridder, though. So I will say that.
Ooh,
I do.
Why? You don't like, man? Matt low key, all right, bro.
I told you. Yeah.
Matt low
I
key,
think he's got a good
alright.
arm. He measured in pretty good.
I'm
I
about
thought he was
say,
going to be
man,
smaller. He's
gutsy.
6'2".
Come on, man.
A good runner. Pretty accurate. Yeah, I
Why
think
you
he's
don't
got
like
some
that
upside.
man? Why you don't
I think
like
he could
that
fit
man?
this Canada system, too.
You don't like that? I think he fits the Kansas system really well.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't
So
like
in the
that
second
man?
round, I don't mind it.
Come on, baby.
Plus the Jordan Davis
Come
pick in the
on,
first. You know
baby.
I like that one.
Come on, baby.
We get a receiver in the third.
Yeah.
Khalil Shakur. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then we got a cornerback for depth and Alontae Taylor.
Is a long corner, man. You watch him, man. Like, I liked him, though, man. I definitely liked him. Man, he's a physical dude, too, man. Not afraid to hit.
Our second RB. Hopefully our second RB or just a gadget guy and Ty Chandler.
Still like his speed. Yep.
And then, get some
Yeah.
offensive tackle depth out
No,
there.
Ryan,
it's not like he's competing with Dan Moore or anything, but just
Ryan
get a
is
guy in there.
Still could be a good swing tackle, good extra lineman type dude, man. I think that he's still fundamentally sound, and he has good size on him as well. He's not like a tiny dude, man. So that's good.
I'm getting sick of seeing Connor Hayward in these
Come
mock
on,
drafts.
man.
It's
You
getting
gotta
lazy.
have that, man.
It's getting lazy. Pick someone else.
Come on, man. You gotta have one of the blood. He doubled up on the bloodlines. That doesn't count for something. He doubled up. He's like, I'm not gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you 2.
No, this is a good one though. Oh man, this is either a B+ or an A. I might give it like an 89 or a 90.
Mm-hmm.
That's the range. I don't know if it's better than the other one though. I don't think it's better than the best mock draft.
You
yet.
sure, dude?
I don't.
I think it's in contention, man.
It's in contention. Like whenever I saw it, I'm like, I really like this, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than it though.
For me, man, I happen to like this a lot.
Is it better than the best mock?
Well, I don't know if it surpasses it, but it might match it because of the double steal of bloodline, and because they went Sea Lake's son. Like I said, I love Sea Lake. That was one of my dudes, man. But for me, man, they started out. Well, first off, I like the fact that it wasn't multiple, trades. It was just one set of trades. That has 2 sets of trades. All right. So start it out there. If we're gonna split hairs, okay? I like the Jordan Davis move because I'm not privy to the information. Maybe the Steelers have talked to it and they understand what's going on and they're confident. Like
I have a sense they talked to him.
Sources, right? Yeah, I don't have those sources. I don't feel that confident, and yeah, from what I've heard, I just don't like the situation at all. So that's why.
Wait, do you have a leaning?
Nope, I don't.
I was gonna say we should make a bet.
Because I'm not allowed to. I'm too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't want to do that. So yeah.
Okay, that
So
works.
I'm out of it. But I like Jordan Davis, number one. Like I said, it shores up a definite need that we have in terms of fixing the run game, and it would ease my mind with the Tua situation, and along with Tyson coming back as well, because we still don't know what that's going to look like right now with him obviously missing all of last year with the surgery and everything like that with the ankle. Matt Corral in the second, I like Matt. I mean, Matt, versatile, he can throw, played in the SEC. I do think that he would fit in Matt Canada's offense. I think that he would be good enough to make the competition between Mason and Mitch still interesting. I don't know if he beats either one of them out per se, but he definitely would make it interesting. And I still think that he helps your roster out by having him up there. Khalil Shakir, definitely like him, man. I said that he kind of reminds me of Sky Moore as well. I don't think he's as good as Sky, but I think that he's still in that same type of player and stuff like that. Alontae Taylor, though, man, that's the one that really made me like this list a lot more, because I do think that you can never have enough quality corners. And I like his length. I like his ball skills and his physicality. And I'm not bringing him in to be a starter. You know what I mean? Like, I still feel confident in the guys we have in terms of Kello and Levi and Cam Sutton. But you're bringing him in there, that 4th corner potentially in the mix. I think that bodes really well for Alontae. Definitely a fan of Ty Chandler, man. The speed that he plays with. We talked about him, man. He just has that gear, and I love speed. Love that part of it, man. Like I said, Ryan Van Denmark, I think just a good quality player, man. At this part of the draft, you're just looking for, can you potentially beat out this guy? Can you potentially add this? And if you're talking potential swing tackle, extra lineman, caliber guy, that's what Ryan does. But then the double stealer picks, man, the Connor Hayward and the Quentin Lake, man, for me, I like those guys. If we're going in the 7th round and we're looking over here and we're like, hey, we're not going to get world beaters in the 7th round. All right, we got to go 2 ways. You either get ones that got cool last names so the jersey can look good,
Right.
Or you go with Bloodline, so we got a cool story to talk about. And right here, we double down on the storyline. So that's why, for me, I give it a A. All right? I'm going with an A. Yeah. That's
Better than the best mock draft?
I didn't say that. I just said an A.
It's in that conversation.
Yeah, it's in the conversation.
It's a really good draft.
I think it can match it. I don't think it's better than it, but I think it's up there.
Do you want a refresher on it?
I mean, I remembered it, right?
Sky Moore, Brisker, Travis Jones, Channing Tindall, and then Max Mitchell as the first 5 picks.
So I'm trying to think what he did in terms of going LBs. He went LB and corner late because he went Jack Jones on his. Alante is the better version at corner. Still got the same running back situation. How many picks does he have, though, by the way? Because this is what, 2, 4, 6,
He got some extra ones.
8,
He traded back a couple times.
Yeah.
He traded, what did he do? He traded
just traded
up in the second.
Yeah, he traded
so
up
we
in the
lost
second.
a third-round pick for next year, too. I guess you got to consider that.
Yeah, but what do we lose over there?
We didn't lose anything. We traded back in both.
Okay.
And we just collected all these players.
Yeah, but I ain't tripping on the third-round pick from next year. I'm not.
Yeah, if you believe in
And
Matt
I'm going to
Corral.
get that back anyways when Diontae hits the market.
Yeah. Sky Moore.
Some mess.
Where we at receiver? Sky Moore versus Khalil Shakur.
Yeah, I
Moore's
like
the better
Sky better,
version.
but you're getting Sky in the second round here. I'm getting Khalil in the third.
Travis Jones versus Jordan Davis. Just different types of players.
Yeah,
I mean, you give the nod to
Jordan.
Davis, but
Which quarterback you got over there?
there's no QBs, which I'm fine with. Dude, I told you, I don't really want to draft a QB that bad.
Oh, man.
I don't want to draft a QB that bad.
Oh, man. Oh,
Maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's why you do that one a little bit better.
man. I need a quarterback right now. So who we rolling out there then, man?
Big Mitch.
And if he get hurt,
Big
what we
Mitch
doing?
or Mason or Money Mace.
Yo, I just don't like our depth right now, man. I don't like our situation. I need another person in there.
You don't want a duck situation.
No, I do not. I need another person in there. I need.
Hey, if we do draft a guy in the first 2 rounds, we probably have the best quarterback depth in the league. If you think about it.
Shit, we got a lot of depth.
That's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
I'd rather have one quarterback and shitty backups, but hey, it's something we can pat ourselves on the back on.
Like, we got the best depth. We got the best 2 and 3. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, our QB room is elite from a backup range. Yeah.
Like who had that? The Bears had that maybe last year. They have Fields, Foles, and Dalton, right? It's good depth.
Yeah, great depth, man. Great depth. They feel confident if anyone goes down. They feel confident,
Yeah, one
man.
of those dudes go down. You could at least be around the same level still. That's what we would have. It's not really a good thing.
No,
but we wouldn't have a duck situation is my point.
Yes,
if 2 of our QBs go down, we could probably win with the rookie.
Yes, very true. Very true. So that was what Justin said, man. And like I said, I like the fact that he's from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. So shout out to you, Justin, man. Appreciate you for that. All right, this last one.
This one's pretty good, too.
Now, this one was labeled perhaps the best mock draft. I'm not going to lie. I was not a fan of the perhaps. It made me feel like you didn't believe in it all the way, Landon.
You got to
AD.
believe.
They say, don't hit with the perhaps the best mock draft. No. It either is or it is not. Okay? To be or not to be. That is the question. All right? Mr. Perhaps. But what my man Landon did to start the first round off, he traded back from 20th overall to the 32nd overall pick. And he also traded away the 3rd round pick for next year's draft to acquire an additional 2nd round pick, the 34th overall selection in this year's draft. And here's where he gets it in. Starts out with Lewis Seen, the safety from Georgia. Definitely like that. Went in the first of the 2nd round, 34 overall, went Jahan Dotson. Guy we've been talking about already today at number 52 overall. He went with the right tackle, Abraham Lucas. I definitely like his game a lot. Then in the 3rd round at 84th overall, he went Justin Ross. Then from there in the 4th round, he went with DeMarco Jackson, linebacker out of App State. In the 6th round, he went with Adam Anderson, situational edge rusher out of Georgia. Then he does have 3 7th round draft picks because he does at some point in time traded away the 7th round pick from 2024 to get an additional 7th round pick in this year's draft, 262 overall pick, which he does something really good with. I like this part of his draft. But the first of his 3 7th round draft picks went with Zonovan Knight, the running back from North Carolina State or NC State. Then at the second 7th round pick, 241, he went with DJ Dale, the interior lineman from Alabama. And then at 262, he went with the staple.
We need to stop.
He went with the staple for every Steelers mock. Connor Hayward, baby. Tight end, H-back, out of return man as well. Younger brother of Cam Hayward, out of Michigan State.
It needs to stop.
Come on, yo.
I used to view that as a positive in these mock drafts. I think I'm gonna ding people now.
My man got him up there. And literally, I think like every mock I've been looking at too now, it's like Connor. I'm like, yo, all right, this is what we doing now. This the one. He's the one, man.
Yeah,
he's the one. But I like this one, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Trading back, I don't hate it. I think Lewis definitely. If you bringing in Lewis though, that means that we didn't bring back Edmonds. That means that we didn't acquire Tyrann Mathieu. So if that's the case, I definitely like that a lot. I think that's a smart move because Lewis is a heck of a player, man. Then after that, Jahan Dotson, we've been talking about him. He comps to Diontae, but we do think that he is a more sure catcher and a little bit faster of a player as well, man. Definitely like his potential. Abraham Lucas, I like him a lot. My only knock is we just signed Chooks. So
do you view him as exclusively right tackle?
I personally don't. I think that he is built actually like a little bit more. Put it like this: he's built like a right tackle, but he's a lighter right tackle. Like most of the time, these right guys are a little bit thicker. Like he reminded me of Mitchell Schwartz that played with the Chiefs for a little while when I was looking at his frame. But I think he's still a little bit leaner than Mitch is, and with him being leaner, I do think if he could develop the footwork and stuff, he could go to the left. I just didn't see a ton of the games that I watched. He was always at right.
He ain't playing this year.
Yeah, so either way, if he's not playing, taking him at 52nd overall, that's my only issue with that.
Yeah.
But I do think that he's a really good player. He would make your O-line better. But with us just signing Chooks to the deal that we signed him, now I'm talking about having to move him. So that's my only thing that I wasn't really liking.
Yeah.
Third round, Justin Ross. I talked about him just a little while before we started here, man. If I'm getting Justin Ross from not last year, but the year before when he was with Trevor, man, this is a steal. There's a heck of a player right here in the third round.
Yeah.
If it looks more like last year, for whatever reason that was, whether it was DJ, whether he was dealing with some injuries, whatever, I'm not as high on that. But I still think that Justin is still a really good player, and you get him in that third round. DeMarco Jackson in the fourth, I definitely like him, man. You know, already talked about that, man. Inside linebacker action, can never have enough of those guys in the fold. The sixth round, though, Adam Anderson. He is interesting because you talk about pass rush specialists in a sense. You cut the tape on, he is a third round guy. I mean, a third down guy. I don't want him out there on first and second down. I don't want him playing the run. I don't want him in a six technique. But when he's in obvious pass situations, this dude is a handful. Absolutely. Like, he's just electric off the edge, man. You watch him, he can rush on the right or the left side. And he plays fast, good natural bend, good limp to him. So I definitely like that a lot. Zonovan Knight, man, I ain't gonna lie. Zonovan was a little stiff to me, man. Like, it was the knee brace. You know, maybe that's what it was. The running back, he ain't got a wiggle. He takes shots, man. I'll be watching him like, make the guy miss, foul. Dang, you ain't make that dude miss. All right, make him miss, foul. He ain't make him miss either. Like, I don't like that part too much, but I still think he was a good player, productive. But DJ is a good interior dude as well, man. But when you get to that part, you're taking a flyer. To me, I'm like, him versus Isaiah Buggs. Like, that's what that's going to come down to. You know what I mean? Because they're similar in terms of what you're going to be asking them to do. And Connor makes the team because it's the battle of the brothers. Connor Hayward versus Derek Watt.
At first sight, draft looks good.
Yeah.
I think he got screwed on his timing, though. Doubling on receivers like that. Yeah. I don't think it's really needed. And then you brought up the tackle.
Well, it depends on what we do with Diontae, though. Maybe he knows something. Maybe he has information.
Yeah, he should have added in a note. We traded Deontay for someone.
Yeah, you know, because I did see one mock where they did have they traded Deontay to. It was like they traded Deontay to Green Bay for an extra. It was an extra second.
Can you actually trade players?
No, absolutely. Yeah, it was like he got a second. He got a second, a fourth, and a sixth. It was something like that. He got like 3 picks for Diontae though, but it was like either second or third round, and then it was like 2 later round picks for Diontae. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I like these receivers.
Yeah.
But we already have Deontay and Claypool, and we just brought in Boykin, Anthony Miller. I just don't think we need to take 2 receivers that early. That's all. And then I don't think Lucas is going to play.
Yeah.
Why draft him in the second round if he's not going to play? Maybe he could be a long-term answer, but I don't think we're really looking for that right now. especially if you switch into left tackle, because we signed Chooks to a 3-year deal.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, Lucas could be better than him, but
Yeah.
Money talks, right?
You better believe it.
Lewis Seam, I like that pick. I mean, he's in the same class as Brisker.
Mm-hmm.
I like the players that were picked. It's just, I think the need or the repetitiveness of receiver I don't like, and also the right tackle. Those are my two hangups. So I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go a little bit better than the yesterday ones, or Monday ones, right? What day is it today? Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
The Monday.
It's a game day, man. Come on, bro. Little man got another game tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say low 80s. Like, no, I really don't like this right tackle pick. I'm gonna say 80. I'm just gonna say flat 80.
Okay. That's a C, right?
That's a C for me.
Okay. I need context. Yeah, the double wide receivers. I need to know.
Maybe he submitted this before we brought in Boykin.
Yeah.
Not that that's the big difference maker, but
yeah, because these were all prior. Yeah, because these were all yesterday, but earlier portion yesterday. So that could be the case. The double receiver, I'm not a fan of, even though I like the two receivers.
Exactly.
I like the two receivers a lot. And then, like I said, if we didn't re-sign Chooks to the 10 per year, I like Abraham Lucas a lot coming in there to even push Chooks, or you bump him over to the other side. However, but with them just paying Chooks what they just did, it's like this dude's not seeing the field on that right side. I don't know if he could play left. So, and to an extent that he can beat out Dan Moore.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the
I
other
don't even
part.
know
It's
if we're
not even
seeing him
just
in
playing
left.
Yeah. So to take a guy, in the second round, 52nd overall, and we're like at best your swing tackle this year, I just think that's a little bit of a waste of a pick, man.
Yeah, because all the guys we're talking about second round, it's like, okay, this is somewhat of a luxury pick, but we could actually really see you making impact
this year
if the chips fall in your way.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, unfortunately, Landon, AD, perhaps the best mock draft ever. I'd have to give you a C, my friend. I give you a C. You said an 80. 80's a C. Where I'm from.
I gave him an 80.
Yeah,
I know. I'm with you.
Yeah, I listen.
That one just hurt because you brought up perhaps. You're like,
well, because that's what he said. He labeled it as perhaps the.
You said it in a very sad
next time, man. You gotta have more confidence with this thing, and maybe I will have more confidence in you as well.
Like my top 5 receivers.
Exactly, man. But either way, Landon and Justin, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to both of y'all, man. And as a whole, man, everybody that's been sending emails to moatswinners@gmail.com, man, we definitely appreciate you on that. And like I said, man, we will continue to not infiltrate, but implement, that content into the show, man. Like I said, whether it's mock drafts, some of the topics that you guys have. Obviously, we talked about the different phases where we were just talking solely about different players y'all want us to break down. That is, one of the easiest ways to communicate with us, or at least to communicate some of the show type stuff. The other way to communicate with us is on the social medias at Moats World. You know what I mean? Because that'll be the quickest bang, 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 getting the back and forth going and stuff like that. All right. But with that being said, it is 11:32. So let's get through a couple of these supers. I think we only have like 2 left. And then after that, man, we shall be out. And we back in here in the morning.
Okay. Chupa Thingy says 6173. Or no, that's part of his username. Sorry, he didn't say 6173. He says, I tagged Mr. Moats in the tweet thread. That was probably for Warren Sapp.
Okay, all right.
He brought up the whole Warren Sapp tweet, trading up into the top 5. Official momentum. As long as we fix the O-line, we're going to be all right. I think the O-line's fixed.
On paper, yeah.
We did what we needed to do in free agency, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's expecting us to continue to fix it in the draft or not.
Yeah.
I mean, you always could. I could see us taking a dude in the top 3 rounds, but I don't think that's in our top 5 needs, though.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
And that's it for the Super Chats.
I think we had one that just might have been one at the bottom. Was it
You're right. Myron Bennett.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. Can't be number 1. DJ Dale is still in school.
Unless he did the because who did that last year? It was like I forgot, because they're doing the thing like now with the NBA in the sense of you can do all the pre-draft stuff as long as you don't have an I don't know, man. It's something like that. But maybe that's probably what he's talking about. DJ in the 7th round or whatever.
Who's that?
The dude from Alabama. If that is the case, then sure. I didn't look into it like that.
Okay.
But I know what I saw on tape. I was like, I just like the tape. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But either way, I could dig it, man. And I do want to say this too, man. Everybody that does participate, man, whether it's the regular chats or the supers, man, we do appreciate the heck out of y'all. And for the supers, it definitely means a lot because obviously y'all allow us to do more stuff with the show, expanding, just more content, different things like that, man. So definitely big time salute to all of y'all as well, man. But with that being said, baby, I think it is time to proceed with the rest of our day. So
100%.
Enjoy the heck out of y'all selves this morning. Hope y'all have enjoyed this show. Hope y'all are enjoying this amazing holiday that is 420, baby. Make sure y'all are researching like y'all supposed to be. All right. And as always, man, we will see y'all tomorrow morning, man. Get another stream in here. Same time, same place. And as always, until next time, baby.
Peace.